It looks like a. He looks like a Disney like pet, and he looks like he's about to like stretch out, like try to escape. You know what I mean? It's just gonna be a. It's just gonna be a perfect sphere of fluff and feathers. Shabere. Excellent work, Shabere. Oh yeah, and Croak is on the end of the. Nina's been obsessed with this. Nina was like, "Oh, Will, you and I are like the youngest, I think, at 27." I'm like, "I don't think that's the case." So do we have access to like these changes in the thing or yeah? Because I'm rather interested in looking, seeing like what's going on. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Did you not hear me? I guess I'll do it. Uh, it if you want to do it, Brandon, you can. I'll do it otherwise. So, he needs it. Craggle of Fraggle Rock.
the dolphins scouted earlier, and you are much able to swim, but perhaps you might not be that much able to beguile those rays or any other predators that might lie if you swim for larger extents. At least if you do not give the proper amount of thought to it. As you just wake up, uh, there is some kind of, I'll say morning lights, not exactly the sun shining, but indeed the Underdark is kind of brighter during the day. That has to do mostly with a biological cycle with the bioluminescent mushrooms and stuff like that. They are a bit brighter during the morning times of the day, but only a bit, only enough to make a difference and kind of wake you up easier. But still, you're not at your best. Especially Juniper once more had another nightmare during the night, during which Ogvar and Nina would definitely rush to cast protection from evil and good and help their friend. But you can realize that it is getting worse and much more frequent, never skipping a day anymore, going after her.
We need to strangle Juniper's mom with our
Mhm.
bare hands, don't
I,
we?
I thought you were gonna say me. I'm like, oh, that's a shortcut.
We need to put her out of
I
her
mean-
misery. We need to just get it over with.
I don't know about bare hands. Char only has people hands.
Never mind. I can't cast polymorph. So yeah.
Well,
So I guess we should probably maybe plan a little bit based on the information that BG kindly reminded us of, being there's a pretty big swim to get where we need to go.
it's a crazy idea. Let's not bring the animals.
Yeah,
I think
probably,
last session.
I
it
probably
was-
shouldn't have to begin with. I just
Oh, no,
thought
it-
they'd be useful.
well, no, we need them to carry the supplies. That's the
Mm-hmm.
they're not like they're not doing anything. They're carrying a lot of food and stuff.
I mean, we could always pay these gnomes to keep the mules here and keep the rest of the animals.
I think
look out for
Kaina,
them.
I think Kaina last session actually stated that the mules were staying here to Craggle.
That's not for the entire campaign, of course. They are
Yeah.
staying here for the swim part because you are going to save some gnomes. At least that's the plan. So that means you will be returning to that place,
Mm.
since your direction is kind of the opposite from the cultist. Continue your main quest. But Kaina did actually mention in last session that he wanted to see you all in combat, whatever combat case that might be. She wanted to see your abilities, and she wanted to show hers to you, as she considers that to be the most honest way to learn each other.
Right.
Well, good morning, everybody, or afternoon, or evening, or whatever it is, because I can't see the sun and don't have a clock with me. How are you all feeling today, Juniper? You feeling good? You feeling not tired?
I'm okay.
That's good. Okay is better than, terrible.
Yeah.
Yep, okay. Well, I think we should maybe do a little bit of planning. Brandon, your little fish that you sent out was pretty helpful yesterday, right?
Why? We can put them to use again.
Did they see Diana's boat anywhere when they were swimming around, do you know? The boat that was totally stolen?
I don't remember, but I can always send her out again and see if she can find it.
I mean, that might be worthwhile, say, rather than us all having to, swim, because I'm not that good of a swimmer, honestly. Or we could, use these barrels. We could just float there.
I like your idea. Why don't I go let her see what she can find?
Great. I mean, you'd have to wait till we get to the river, though. Is there anything anybody thinks we should do before we, get to the wet part?
No.
No? Great.
Great.
Yeah, great. Should we go? Should we leave? Should we say goodbye to Craigle and Co?
I mean, you can.
Okay.
there.
Bye, Craigle. We'll be back soon with your people. Maybe.
As you say this, Kaina will return to the camp, and she will be a bit tired, as you can understand that maybe she does a morning routine of training, as she just breathes a bit heavily. Are you prepared?
So
I mean, we're not prepared, but we don't have a plan yet, no.
Plan. Well, I do not believe we can make plans if we do not know each other yet. But you can plan for yourselves. After you learn me, you can plan for me as well. You seem clever.
Thank you. I am. Very clever. Well, I guess we could at least plan how we're getting to the temple, right? Swimming might not be a super good idea if there are a lot of evil fish there.
I'm not afraid of fish.
Not even talking ones with fangs.
Well, we could definitely make a deal out of them and wreck them in combat, but perhaps it's not the best idea. After all, we are going for a fight. So perhaps preserving our strengths might be into our favor.
I agree, and also maybe they have like a way to communicate all fishopathically with the people at the temple. It would be pretty bad if they, found out that we were coming before we wanted them to know.
You can always talk to fish like you did before.
Totally. I'll try that. I'm just saying, I don't get along with all types of fish, so it'll depend on what there are. We'll see.
Kinda will turn to Brennan and look at Lupa and say, you also can talk to animals. Perhaps you should talk to the fish. And just looks at Uni now to see your reaction to her words. But she's not very good at being subtle and discreet at it.
Anita just nods enthusiastically. Yeah, Brandon, it's a great idea. Why don't you try and talk to them?
Hi. Maybe I will.
Great. And you can get your little dolphin out again, and your dolphin can try and talk to them, and we'll see how it goes.
I'll see what what kind of information we can find from them.
And thus, you will begin your journey with back as Kraggle and the other gnomes will give you their best of wishes. Just to make sure and ask, the Bloodstone item, which one took it after all?
And Locke took that with a
With Armor
level
of Agathis, right?
with Armor of Agathis in it, yeah.
Alright, that is amazing. Note down. And thus your journey will begin as Kaina will kind of lead the way, Brandon as well being a ranger. He is good at riding, and Lupa paving the road ahead of you. You will not have any troubles. Once more you will pass through the fungal growths that you did see before, the ones that did sign in various distinct colors and were much more interesting than the only violet ones that are around here. And back again, as this happens, you would notice at some point the most perceptive ones from you. That is Brandon definitely, and a couple others might notice as well. But Brandon, as you look into some of the blue mushrooms here, you notice a faint aura that is a bit different from the other ones around. You will understand that these mushrooms have some magical properties.
Can I check to see what kind of magical properties?
Mhm. That would be a check either with a herbalism kit or an arcana check, not a nature, I believe. Okay, sorry. It's
Uh,
medicine, nature, or survival as well. So,
or
carry on
survival?
with. Yes, you can use survival.
Medicine, nature, survival. Okay. Uh, let's go survival. Yeah.
Alright, so I'll just give you the generic description of them. So, mushrooms can be deadly, delicious, or both. Some have magical properties, especially those that grow in areas fused by mystical energy, such as the Underdark, imbued by the First Dress. So these ones seem to have absorbed a little bit more from the magical energy and seem to have the ability to grant some effects. Most of them might be beneficial, but there is a chance that it is malevolent in what it does. Well, it doesn't have a bad intent, but that doesn't really matter, you know.
And so Brandon will look over and try look around and trying to find Juniper. And as he looks over to Juniper, he says, "Juniper, do you mind come here check these mushrooms over here for me, please? They seem interesting."
Oh yeah. Um, can I do a check?
With your herbalism kit, that is.
Is his patience killing me?
Oh, fuck.
Hmm?
Now, I'll assume that he is aiding you and you do have proficiency in both herbalism and one of the proficiencies, so yeah. As you will harvest a couple of them, so 22 equals 4 of them. You will harvest 4 magic mushrooms from those. The other ones seem to not be able to have enough potential or magic around, but you will be able to understand and identify that these 4 that you harvested have the potential of perhaps healing or uh, buffing in a way. I mean, they can actually improve some of your powers. There is also slight chance that this could backlash. It has some properties that are not that much good, but most of them are actually beneficial.
Uh, yeah. So I don't know the name of these, but they might be kind of useful and like healing.
Are they edible?
Yeah.
You don't sound too sure.
Can
Well,
I
I have some
try?
I have some water. If we want to make some tea out of it, we could, and we can see what. And in case of an emergency, I'll always try to take one if we need it.
That doesn't seem like a bad idea.
And so, Brandon's gonna pull out one of his water skins, and can can we make it? No, we can't make a tea at the moment, right? We'd have to wait on that.
How big are these?
Alright. Alright.
How big are these mushrooms?
For
They are
24
not
hours.
that much big. I mean, I would assume they are, let's say, the size of uh, half the size of a small bottle of water. I mean, not that
Uh,
much small,
are
like
A
the
they?
lot of
big one, but they are not that big like the fungus that you did see earlier.
Do they? What are they? What are they on? Like, are they in dirt? Are they in on rocks?
A little bit of dirt. Rock is close, but they are on dirt.
All right. Can I dig up the dirt?
To preserve them. That's what is your intent.
Yes.
Well, I would allow that check with the herbalism kit, though on a fail, you will have them obviously harvested or even hurt if the check fails by a lot.
Can I do a
indeed,
survival?
You could aid with survival, but I assume herbalism kit would have still to make the check.
All right. I don't have herbalism.
Juniper has.
Oh,
that's
we
fine.
did.
You want some help?
But please, before rolling, tell me exactly your intent. Do you want to try to harvest it instead and take it away right now, or do you want to do anything
Brandon-
else about it?
Brandon is just gonna take one of them and pop him in his mouth,
Oh, right. That's
just to see what happens.
Wrenches
Alright.
it from Juniper's hands.
roll me a d10.
Feeling lucky. Nope.
Hmm.
Our word kill.
Oh.
So no, it's not
We're
bad.
paralyzed for 3 turns.
But it might be interesting. So let's roll d100.
Oh shit.
The small
You-
Brennan.
You take
Alright.
95 damage.
Oh no.
Brandon, he will grow big.
Oh my god! He's
Alice in Wonderland.
It will not last forever. You understand that there is lingering. This is a lingering property, a temporary effect, but it does seem to be lasting as you are under the effects of the enlarge spell for some time. Do not know how
Now
much.
average height.
Whoa, what just happened, you guys? Brandon just got huge. I can see him over this little hill.
So the funny thing about mushrooms are
Oh my God, he's Mario.
What? Like Brandon will kind of like look at his hands and like look everywhere around him and says, "What? What? How big am I?"
Mm.
You're way too big, Brandon. Get smaller. You're too big. You should be short. You look ugly when you're this tall.
oh my
Your
God,
ears
Nina.
look weird. They're like floppy.
And Brandon's just so confused about what's happening right now.
You're
But-
scaring Lupa. Look.
He basically went from 5'2" to 6'2". Is that what?
Yeah, yeah.
That extra that jump between
That extra
5'11"
foot.
to 6'1" is like you wouldn't believe.
Woo!
As amazing
Uh,
as that was.
So I'm imagining if this is the same effect for everybody, we should probably make this for Akvar.
I don't think it is.
If we could find out how,
Seems
it'd be a
fine.
cool.
Are these this drow magic mushroom stuff that Kayena was talking about? Are these all weird and wild?
They are kind of weird and wild.
Brennan,
Um,
you better keep an like. Tell us if you feel weird, because you could totally explode.
Mine's-
May,
mine-
maybe this is like the first of many things.
You alright? Yeah, sure. I'll let you know if I feel anything.
You're going to be really good at sneaking now, I guess, when we're trying to sneak close to this temple, you giant weirdo.
Just lift the roof off.
Mm,
I hope you didn't want those oaks of yours to be alive when we found them on board, because I have a feeling they're going to be totally dead.
Oh.
Anyway, so Brandon's gonna, while everybody's talking, Brandon's going to cast summon spirits,
we were
summon
talking
beast.
to you.
I know, but
Don't act like we're holding
He-
one up.
he's just gonna get this. Oh shit! Sorry.
Okay.
You're good.
Are the spirits proportional to Brandon and BJ?
No, that doesn't work like that.
Giant
Doesn't work
dolphin.
like
Giant dolphin, like not being able to breathe because it's too big for the river.
It was a giant lupa, to be fair.
And it would, it, higher levels, it would be awesome. It would work.
Oh, and BG, we definitely left Key behind.
Yeah.
No. Did you for real, or is just that you don't? Yep. Okay.
We're
I'll
not
leave it
taking him
alone.
to the evil demon temple.
Oh my god,
That
you trust.
sounds much more considerate.
Oh, she's just gonna be like tied. Oh my god, what if we all die? She's just gonna be. They're just gonna leave her tied up there, aren't they?
Find them in their next campaign then. Anyway,
So, quick question: are you going to harvest any of the other mushrooms? Perhaps
Oh, yeah.
eat it, or are you just gonna leave it there for the time being to be preserved?
should I eat it?
Don't.
Okay.
Not yet.
And,
I'll definitely harvest them, I guess.
okay, so you will. Don't roll me a check. You did roll one good one before. So harvesting them, you will just get the 3 that are fully grown, and just leave the other ones be for the time being. Perhaps on your way back, if all this quest, and by quest I do not mean the cultists, I mean the whole quest line is complete, some of them might be fully grown by that time, so that you can take to the surface. Perhaps for examining, or other stuff that you might want to do afterwards. But for the time being, you just take the ones that have been fully grown and able to do some effects. Well, but you do understand that since you did roll a good check, that it's not safe to assume that each of them would produce the enlarged effect like it did on Brennan.
Mhm.
Other effects might be similar.
So, so there's a dozen left. There's only 3 left with full properties.
Yes.
Hmm. So, do we know how long they take to grow?
Well, with that survival check that you did roll earlier on Brennan, no, that is not the case. But they seem to be in abundance in the Underdark, those types of mushrooms, but only this one seems to be magic. It seems to be happening out of luck. Some places drawing more magic of the first dress than others.
All right. Shar would ask Juniper to, when we come back this way, to help like dig them up.
What does she say?
Sure.
Yeah.
We got this.
Are we gonna be able to get it back up?
Mm,
I can put them on the donkeys.
That's what I'm thinking is, are the donkeys gonna make it up?
I rather hope so.
Okay. Sure.
Juniper, don't forget, like them getting up that climb. That's not the thing that's in question. It's them.
Oh.
You know, there is a lot of dangers in Underdark, right? And they're not as tough as
Yeah.
us. So, I mean, if they get that far, props to them.
Okay.
You know, if they make it back to the climb, we should try everything we can to get them out.
Absolutely.
Kayana said that there's another way out that we could use. Instead of having to haul the donkeys up, we could just, walk out.
that'd be nice.
It'd be cool, especially if it's safer. Not that the way in wasn't very safe, but you know those weird darkling dudes? What if there's like 50 of them waiting for us at the top of that ladder? That's what I would do if I was in their shoes.
Yeah. Well, I'll definitely
use.
help. I'm definitely curious about these kind of mushrooms. They're all very different. Sounds good to me. Maybe we should start going though.
Yeah, no
It-
use
but-
burning shroom light.
Well,
Um,
Brayden's about to send Dolphy Boy out, so...
Yeah, and while Nina is saying this, Brandon is looking at the dolphin and sending it out to search for Kaina's boat.
Okay. So, as it travels, do roll me for survival perception. Does it have proficiency in any of those traits? Summon this. See? No. Roll me 2 wisdom checks. Press on wisdom 2 times of the bestial spirit.
And we
Alright,
never
that's
saw
a
the
very nice
dolphin
roll.
again.
Right, you did not see it, guys, but it was a 17 and a 19, which are some very decent rolls. So, as it goes, it seems that it
Oh, that was
can
2. Oops.
kind of be. I wanted 2 checks. One is for survival and one is for perception.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize it was on 2GM instead of public.
It's still okay. As you don't have any telepathic communication, but I'm just gonna tell you the information that the bestial spirit has, and you can decide how it is acting. As it starts rushing away from the currents that are down there, it will encounter some of the Ixik Archidul beings that you did see earlier, but they seem to be intelligent enough to remember that this is your dolphin, and since you accompany them to the Demogorgon's cult, as said by Nina, the Bethel Spirit doesn't know that, but they seem to not be harming it. At first they are gonna come a bit closer, but then they're gonna leave it to its peace. So, even though the currents of this place do not seem to behave the same way as they do on the surface world, the Bethel Spirit will be quick to act and intuit its direction, and it will go along the ways that the current go, assuming that the robot did go that way, if it was on its own at the very least. And it will indeed be able to find it. Though, since it's only small, it will take some time before it manages to lead the way with the boat back here. But I'm gonna give you that. It was a good check, so I'm gonna grant your rowboat.
No swimming needed.
And
Tell me, sorry.
so did it only it knows where the rowboat is, right? It didn't like bring anything back, right?
No, it's bringing the robot. It's
Ah,
driving
okay.
it. Well, I assumed it did. It's up to you. I believe it was.
Yeah, no, if it could bring it back, it definitely would have.
Leading the rowboat by its lead. By its like anchor rope, I guess.
But you will see in the distance the small dolphin packs up a lot of strength actually. So it will start dragging and dragging slowly yet steadily. It has an 18 strength. It wouldn't be possible without that, but it's small inside. So it seems weird, but it will manage to drag a rowboat. A kind of big one, though I doubt it would be able to host all the people that are you. But it is a big neat robot, as the Bestial Spirit will reach here after almost half an hour, a bit more perhaps.
And as Dolphin brings the rowboat back, or Brandon will kneel down and start patting the dolphin. Says, "Good job, little one. You've done a great job."
With his massive hand.
Good hustle.
Ranger, as you grew bigger and your dolphin is of help, you seem a lot more amazing than before.
I've always been amazing. I just don't always shine it off.
You're
As
only
you are
saying
bigger, all this makes much more sense.
you're only saying nice things, Ken, because he brought your boat back, aren't you?
I'm not attached to my boat, if that's what you're implying.
That yep, that's what I'm implying.
But it's helpful. And
Y-
we can get to preserve our strengths, like you planned, Miss Strategist.
Totally. And it's a very nice boat as well if you look at it. You picked a really good boat, Kiana.
Thank you. But I did not really pick it. I made it.
You made this down here? Or did you make it up on the surface and carry it all the way down?
No, our tribe has made a lot. We, the women of our tribe, the ones that follow the Blood Moon Witch's ways, gave mothers. we are crafters. I'm mostly adept at leather warrior's tools, but I do know some ways around the woodworks as well.
Well, it's super impressive that you meant it looks super nice. You should be attached to this boat. It's a really good boat.
And she will smile a little bit. A small chuckle will be left from her as she kind of likes being complimented, apparently. Didn't know it, but yeah.
So there you go, you guys. Brandon's fish dolphin thing got us a boat. We don't need to swim now. We can just do 2 trips or 3 trips or like 6 for every limb that Brandon has now. If we chop him up into little pieces and just ship him across one bit by bit, and Juniper can just fix them together at the other side, it'll be fine.
Well, are we gonna go?
Sure. If like i-
Brandon is gonna hop in the water, and he has a rope on him, and he's just gonna tie it around himself and Lupa, and to the dolphin, and like kind of just get dragged around in the water while you guys are in the boat.
Actually, it's not that deep. Brandon, you could drag them in the water.
Really? Oh, cool.
I really
Okay.
you could do that.
I mean, you're training.
Okay, so
Just let us do this.
You're like 5'3".
Yeah. It's actually when you go below the line,
that's the joke I've been waiting to make, but
your
Uh,
weight is multiplied by 8. So standing on top of the
By
boat
8?
would not be that much plausible for your case. Yeah.
so,
alright, so
you're being
Skin foot
really
6
cool
now,
right
yeah.
you're being really cool right now, Brandon, but you know the whole point of the boat is so that you don't get eaten by all the other horrible creatures that are in the water near the temple, right? So
well,
good luck.
the boat can't carry me, so
Nope,
might as
nope.
well.
It can't. You're right.
Okay,
Can't
let's
reach it. You
go.
shouldn't have eaten that mushroom. Let's get in. Let's go. Just if you get attacked, Brandon, draw them away from the boat.
So
Well, I'm gonna drag the boat.
So-
I mean, we have Rose.
are you all going to go on the boat? I mean,
Yes,
I don't-
Alex.
Is there enough
it will
room
make
for all of
for
us
some
to go?
space adjustment. Well,
Okay.
not exactly that
Can
much.
Brandon carry Lupa on his shoulder if he's really
Yes.
that big?
That's not possible.
I mean, we might need to do 2 trips if the boat's not big
Ah,
enough, or
It's okay,
3.
with Brennan riding you can. Originally you would, but with Brennan riding this, it's okay to do this with one
Does
trip.
Brayden have enough strength?
just
to
picking
do
it up.
this?
Okay.
I mean, yes, he's really large and able to just walk on the depths of this here. It's
I
not
know
a
that if
deep river.
I know that if Sharp was in the
And
water,
he's just driving
leave.
along.
Sharp probably wouldn't have the strength to do this.
Yep. Perhaps. I mean,
she's 4 foot
water
9.
helps drag things. It's not that much difficult. It takes a lot more time to do it, but it makes it also easier in the meanwhile.
I guess you have Brandon and the 18 strength dolphin dragging the boat.
Come on, Locke. We're waiting on you.
And thus your journey will begin, as you will start going by boat on passing at first from the places that you did pass before. As let's have a small reminder encounter with that creatures that are named the Ixijachichul. As you will see some of them in the distance, and seeing this huge Brannan, you will not immediately recognize him, as they will come around you, not speaking yet or saying anything, but they will very much come closer and show themselves, trying to identify you. Until a bit later, they will see the people that are on top of the boat. And seeing Nina, one of the leaders of the Exatijul, one that seems to be a cleric, will come closer and say in the abyssal tongue towards you. Why is this guy big?
There's more to sacrifice.
We are, well, he's a sacrifice and a slave. So we figured it would be funny to make him drag the boat so we don't need to row.
I've seen the cultists cheating the slaves with whips.
Well, do you have any whips? Because I lost mine up on the surface, sadly, in a very weird accident.
Deception, please.
My God.
Oh. Ooh, okay, that's not too bad.
Decent, it's decent. Yeah, okay.
Oh, it's good enough.
It's the same. But he doesn't seem to care that much. Perhaps you should put him in his position. Yell at him.
You know, that's actually a really good idea. Thank you for the suggestion. I'll take it on board. And she like leaps up from the water and like turns to face Brain and it just starts yelling, "Go harder, you lazy elf! You weird pointy-eared, bearded elf man thing! Faster, slave!"
Have an inspiration, Nina, as Brennan, how would you react to that?
Brayden would just like turn and like give an angry stare like over his shoulder, like side-eyeing Nina. And just like seeing that it's not the time, he's gonna wait until they're like away from them and then kick the underside of the boat.
What's the matter? Gonna cry? Can we have a tantrum, slave boy?
And then Brayden will turn around and says, "You want me to flip this boat and make you swim?"
I mean, I'll be fine. I could just teleport away. But
Oh,
all
don't
your
worry.
friends would be
I'll
very
make-
angry.
Oh, don't worry, I'll make you swim.
Wait,
And
so
his-
Nina
Kind of,
switches.
like his like tattoo starts to like jolt a little bit off his arm.
I dare you. I know you won't.
And as this happens and you continue, it will take some time, but far less than the Beastal Spirit did have to drag this boat on its own, as you will come closer to the land, and only one moment before you reach your destination, the Beastal Spirit unfortunately will disappear as almost 1 hour has passed from this happening, and you will embark on a land that seems to be a narrow corridor. Well, narrow. I mean, it's 80 feet wide, but it's only this. It doesn't lead to anywhere else. In the distance, you can see some statues, some chit chat. Some people are talking around there. You're not sure what are they talking about, but you can see them clearly in the distance. Kinda suggest that you lay low a little bit to see what is going on as a scouting attempt. Let me put you on the page. There are some colorful fungi all there around, but not as much luminous as the ones before. As you will hear a small sleeping sound, but it doesn't come from a humanoid. It reminds you that of a dog, but clearly it's more massive and louder. It's a bit more creepy at it. You will see that creature, a four-limbed fiend. Well, I can say clearly that you can understand that this doesn't have a non-abyssal origin or a non-hellish one. It's a fiend that actually plays in both of these mean places, and you will see it sleeping there. As you can also notice, two people, one with a more ranger attire and another that does have a red cloak, conversing with one another. some destroyed statues, as I said, around. All of those seem to depict humanoid forms, but weird stuff. Most of them do have 2 heads.
Okay, everybody. So now that we're here and this place looks totally freaked, should we now start planning what we're going to do about the inside of the temple, or should we just wing it?
Oh man.
And
Um.
Ray, seeing that
What?
there's 2 people, he's gonna send Lupa up sneaking to see if she can.
No,
No?
not yet. Okay.
Okay.
We don't want to alert them.
Not alert them, but like sneak up. Like, not be seen.
I mean, if you want to, it's your dog.
I mean, Brandon is 10 feet tall, so if they can't see him, they're not gonna notice a dog.
Wait, we have an added issue.
We need to remember, right? Oh, so as far as the fish know and what they know, they're really important people. The fish, they think that most of you are sacrifices and slaves. So we should kind of, if these guys are chill, right? Let's just play along a little.
I was just gonna see what they were saying. I was gonna have Lupa listen to them.
I could. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
That would,
But no,
that
no,
would
no.
work as well.
Well,
No, like.
What about your
sting-
bird thing?
He could listen.
If
I
you
need-
wanted to hear,
I
I could
need
just send
them.
Croak. I could just send Croak. If you want, if that's what you want.
I mean,
He's super
anything
small.
just to.
Compared to
Okay.
the dog.
Fine, that works.
I, sorry, Brandon. I just, I don't want. Your dog doesn't have a good track record with. I'm just. So
Okay.
Croak
Mhm.
will pop out. Yep.
And now kick him really hard.
And Akbar's just gonna do some lawn bowling with Croak and send him forward.
Just roll him. It's like a Pokeball. Just
He's going to try. He's going to try and still. Don't know how that's gonna work, but here we go. Boom. Did it work?
Stealthiest
Did it
thing
pop
ever.
up?
Okay, he is indeed stealthy. Can't say that.
Right. Oh,
Well, you
I
would
need my
assume that a
frog
dog-
to stealth, or else I'm gonna see it.
You would assume that a guard dog or a creature like this that seems to have slight, similarities would have a high passive perception, but at the very least it is sleeping, so thanks to that high tech, it seems to be able to pass through that. As even the other two will not see him. Perhaps one of the cultists will notice him for a moment, but not pay any attention at all. I mean, it's just a frog.
Nina,
Or a toad.
did you
Sorry.
did you think that like the symbol could be anywhere? Like
I mean, Sar found it on the floor last time, right? So it could like, I mean, if I had an evil temple, I'd have it like hanging off the walls.
I'd have it on the doorstep, honestly.
Oh yeah, or underneath the knocker thing. So like you
Yeah.
lift the knocker up to knock, and it's right
No.
there.
Solicitors.
That's what I would do. Honestly, I don't know what we should do about that. I would think
I don't-
like you have the tattoo and Zara have the tattoo. I don't know if that helps, but maybe you could send some of those totally disposable people that nobody cares about in to just like tear them up if they see any. I could
I'm
make them
standing
invisible.
right here.
Well, I said you or Juniper Zar. Like you could go in maybe, or in case it sounds pretty dangerous, honestly. So
Hey, you're saying to send in one of the disposable ones no one cares about. I'm right here, you know.
Oh no, I'm talking
Huh?
about Juniper's little summon things, not you, Shar.
I don't know about that. I don't know if they would probably get recognized. I don't think I can make them invisible.
Oh no, but I could make them invisible. That way they could, sneak in and they could tear up anything and then poof out of existence. If that's something they can do. I don't know. I'm just, throwing
Maybe.
stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks.
Oh,
Either way, we need to make sure there are no things in there to make
The-
people go crazy.
the tattoos.
I mean, I could definitely try it.
The tattoos do in fact stop madness.
Are you sure that they work against super evil paintings? Because
I
this
mean-
is
Like,
like
they
a
don't
full-on
stack?
temple.
I mean, we aren't suffering from the madness now, and when we got the tattoos, I could sense that it made it so that you can't become man. So
Okay, well,
I mean,
I mean-
if that's the case, I can go in.
I could
Um,
make you,
perhaps-
Shar, and Giant Brain and Beard Man invincible if you wanted to go sneak in.
I think that maybe it might be best for us to give the tattoos to some of you. That way you can't get madness, even though we already are. I don't know if we can get madness again. I spent a bit of time with that rug and I didn't get another hit from it.
Maybe that was because you had the tattoo.
No, that was
Yeah.
before the tattoo.
Maybe
you
it's
were-
because maybe it's because that's just one picture of the symbol. Maybe different pictures, maybe it gets worse. It's just a little worried that I don't know. Maybe
But,
Nina's
I mean-
slightly concerned you'd get super crazy.
I guess it's worth a try.
Well, we'll see what Croak sees, and if you guys all think it's an okay idea, I can make you invincible, or whoever you want invincible.
So Krog will listen to what's inside, and he will hear some sounding in a language pretty much similar to what Nina and the Manta Rays spoke before. As it will immediately, at one moment, it will stop, and out of nowhere of the silence, a small flapping of wings will be heard from him. It won't see anything for a moment, but a few moments later, it will see it emerging through the door. Krog will see it first, but first of you, in that distance, it will look like a fly, but it actually is much bigger. It has the size of a bat or a big rat, let's say. As you will know that this is a head in flight and seems to be flying away. As Krog will hear some words, "God damn it, another one. That's the second one." As it will see you in the distance, though this is the only thing that sees it.
I what is that? It's a head with bat wings.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
I
Um,
will not ask for initiatives or something. I would ask you though, what would you do the moment you see it?
what would I do? It's Croak
Yes,
or
this is a head,
yeah.
human head, that is.
Nina would start hitting Brandon's giant leg with like the butt of a scythe, saying, "Dead slave, dead sacrificial slave."
Ogre is gonna open up the telepathic communication with Juniper and say, there's a flying head, just flew out of the doorway, and these two don't seem too surprised by that.
Does it look like they're, doing what you're doing with Croak?
Uh,
Yeah.
Can I tell if this flying head is being used as security?
You can understand that perhaps it was spawned by accident, because that's what they heard from Krog. Them saying something like, "God damn it, this is the second one, summoned by mistake or something." But look at that one, it's amazing. Clearly looking at something else.
Oh no.
Can I see what they're looking at?
Well, I would like another stealth check if Krog wants to delve deeper there to see what.
Hey, he's just a toad. He's just a toad. Like,
I mean, magic is abundant in the world. They do know about familiars and stuff like that. So, listen,
Toad with inquisitive eyes.
Underdark Toad.
Oh, I'm going insane. Hang on, sorry.
No.
All right. Well, man, I really should ask for some invisibility, but here we go. 15.
okay. Let me check some passive perceptions, but I believe you are fine. Alright, almost set. And yes, you are actually. Okay, so some barking will be heard, perhaps. Being that looks like a dog but has two heads will notice him, but it is behind some cage bars, so nothing will matter, as some humans will go to that gate and say, "Quiet, you idiot!" And as this happens, Rock will notice that there are several people there actually. It will count at least 7 human, one of them being a child. But he doesn't seem to be abducted or a slave there. He seems to be working along with them. A small boy, that is. Young.
Kill him!
And in the distance, you can see a terrifying, huge skull, a carving of something. Clearly something demonic, as it has 2 big horns. Like that Juniper has, but a lot more intimidating and vast. 2 people are staying there. It's a woman and a man. The man wearing a used to be shining armor, but it is cloaked in black. And a woman not dressed with heavy armors, clearly indicating more of a caster vibe. But you can see no demon, as they are not observing right now at it. Well, not the demon that was summoned, that is. Though, you can see 2 demonkin. They are green and they have very ugly faces and they look really primal at it, as they seem to be chewing off a dead body of a humanoid. Amongst them, you will see in the distance, tied with chains in some circles, but they don't seem to have their consciousness. You're not sure if they're dead or just unconscious, but you can clearly see an orc and a deep gnome.
Okay. And this is in here? Question mark? Right?
Alright, this is what's happening with Croc, but in the meanwhile, I want to ask, what do you want to do with the flying head that is in front of you?
Yeah.
Nothing
Sorry.
against it?
Lightning bolt. I'm kidding.
Endure it.
What
mean-
does it seem to be doing? Is it
Well,
just
it seems to have
Flying
seen you
head.
and seems to be flying towards you. Let's see who that is.
It's a head and it's flying. Someone was.
1d6. 2.
Alright.
Oh, I'm going towards Sar. Flying straight towards your head, Sar.
Oh god.
Okay, let's roll some
Hello.
initiative. It won't last
Oh,
much,
no.
but if we don't roll, I'm not sure if you will do anything or do nothing. So let's make sure that everyone gets their turn if they wish.
Tell the guy.
Okay, so Sar, you get to act first, and that's interesting since this one is looking towards you and straightly running your way.
Shar will ready action to, if it gets too close, lightning, shocking grasp it.
Okay. So as you do this, Sar will come a bit closer, and it will release a stunning shriek. It seems to be the other people will take a small look towards there, but they don't seem to have noticed you yet. It's a bit dark, and they did see the Vargul running, so they
I'm
just assume
stunned.
it is shrieking. So that goes for all of you guys. Each one must roll a wisdom save. So we
Do I
Nice.
technically need to? Because I can't hear it.
Huh. That's interesting. No, you need to be able to hear it, so no, you don't actually. That's a clever plan.
Yeah, totally planned.
As it emits the shriek and things starting opposite, it will go close, and well, it doesn't do that immediately. It will have to wait till its next turn, but you will see it will come closer in an attempt to kiss Sar.
Well,
As she is stunned. Yeah, totally not cool.
Lock?
Juniper, your turn.
Wait, where's Locke?
Yep, Vlad, I
Uh,
would like your wisdom save as well, when you're able to. Ogvar,
Is he not
actually,
here?
you got
Oh, there he is.
Mm.
Well,
Oh,
no,
you
I got
got 13.
I had
Okay.
13 before. I
That's
just
right. Alright. Alright, look, you're unaffected by it, as all of you are getting a bit annoyed by its trick, but anyone other than Sar is not affected by it. One moment to click something.
Of course, Shark's
I
the
forgot
one
about
who's
that.
affected by it.
Lupa is actually the next one to act. As I can see the 6. Oh no, it's a 9 on the initiative. My bad.
Yep.
But it is a success on the wisdom save, so Juniper, indeed you're next.
I'm gonna use Thorn Whip when if I'm assuming I see it get closer to Shar.
Yep, you do see it. Use it. Perhaps you would want to move as it right now stands behind Sar. It should have cover, but nonetheless, it's a very nice roll. It would hit even with cover. So roll me some damage. And are you driving
Drag it towards me.
You?
Yeah.
All right. That's 10 feet that way. Here. But it doesn't seem to be speeding. It will just continue shrieking around. Ogvar.
Ogvar, not knowing what's happening, is not going to do anything. Still
Okay.
looking through croak vision.
Brian.
Brandon just seeing this thing get flung into his face is just gonna like take his dagger and like smack it down as hard as he can towards the floor, like a
Mhm.
fly.
Okay, that's a very great music. It's a romantic music for the kiss, I assume. So yeah.
God,
I assure you, Shar is very much not into this thing.
Nobody would be. 13 does hit though, so give me some damage.
Getting Cronenberged by this fucker.
Alright, and because you are enlarged, you actually get to roll 1d4 extra and do an extra 1 point of damage, as you will do a lot of damage to this creature, which is clearly a fiend. A small one at it, but it's very much annoying. You will take 8 points of damage, leaving it very much bloodied and very close to its death, as it has real trouble flying, but it still does have this evil intent in its eyes and continuing to only attempt to do the one thing that it wants. Yes. Lupa.
Lupa, seeing that Brandon like smacked this thing down as hard as he could, is going to move over to him
Mm-hmm.
and bite the creature.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and that will kill the Varwil. So how would you describe its killing blow?
So as as it hits the ground, Lupa's just gonna like jump over to it, and she's just gonna like start tearing it apart. She's gonna rip the wings off, and she's gonna tear the head off, and just chew it into pieces before there's anything. It has time to react before anything.
Kind of like a chew toy. Just takes it.
It just
And as,
rips it
Lupa-
apart.
As Lupa delivers the killing blow, you will see whatever remains of this creature. It will just blob into a dark material known as demonic icon.
Okay, you guys. So really quickly, that thing screeched really loudly. I mean, people probably know we're here. We really need to come up with a plan as to how we're going to go. Because we either need to go through these people or sneak past them somehow.
Shar's just having a seizure.
Sure, we need your input too. Don't just like snapping the fingers at Shaw. Wake up! Come on.
Speaking telepathically to Ogvar, you don't see any symbols, right?
Not
No,
from
you
where
do
I
not
am right now.
until now. Mhm. Just confirm.
I don't see any. I see like 2 people that look really important. A lady with no armor. and a guy with really cool armor, probably very important, and a bunch of acolytes, it would seem,
Um,
to Chamber of Folks.
are
Hey,
those the only
Fucking
uh,
cat.
slaves?
That's the ones I can see from the entrance. I'm not sure if I should get any closer. If, Croak is still visible.
Nina, it seems like he only sees maybe 2 captives in there and several fancy looking people.
Well,
He
let's
hasn't seen
hope
any symbols.
it's good, but let's kind of hope that the reason why he only sees 2 captured people is because the other 8 been turned into flying heads, maybe. But so
That's so
maybe we could talk our way past. You know, if you guys all play the whole slave sacrifice thrall of Nina game, then we could get in really easy, right? And then we could just beat the shit out of them out of nowhere.
I guess we could do that. Can anyone else become invisible?
I can make 3 people invincible.
Brandon can
Maybe
pass
we.
without trace. Out of character. I'm sorry.
I was
That's
gonna
not
say maybe
exactly
we could.
invisibility. Yeah.
It's very helpful there.
Yep.
Some of us could hide in case anything goes wrong. Like get in there and then.
I definitely plan on hiding. I was gonna go right here and just make sure that nobody
I-
stay back from a distance.
I mean, if there are people inside and they're kind of oblivious, and one of them looks all fancy, then, you know, if Nina was a murderer, which she's not, then she would want to, like, get in as close as possible and then absolutely murk that person, you know, out of the blue. So invisibility would help, like you said, Juniper. Sneaking would help, but we'd need to sneak through that opening with 2 dudes and a weird giant dog thing looking at the door, which is kind of hard.
I think we could do it.
You
I
think
got
we could
through,
do it?
Yeah, I got past Chimera, right? So
Oh, do
be
you
okay.
think me? I mean, if we're going to be killing them anyway, maybe invisibility isn't the, you know, maybe we don't need to be invincible. If I could talk us in, that has the same effect, right?
Well, that's the thing is like if they catch on and you're already in, I wouldn't want you to be like, jumped by them. So if we were already in there as backup,
Oh, well, I wouldn't be jumped by them. You'd all be here with me. You know, you guys are all thrall slaves, ready to be sacrificed.
I'm just saying we'd have more of advantage if they didn't know there were more of us.
Oh, I get what you mean. So 3 people could sneak in, and I could try and talk the rest in, and if it goes badly,
Yeah. Mhm.
that, I mean, that sounds like a good plan to me. What does everybody else think? Does anybody else have any suggestions?
Does Locke take the symbol? Would he have taken the holy or the tattoo?
Locke, would you take the Locke? Mm-hmm.
Locke, are you with us?
What's up?
Would you take the tattoo that does the weird mind shit and stops it? That Shar is offering.
Sure.
Yeah, it prevents insanity effects, and I don't think Shar can get hit twice because she's already been affected by it. If she can, then it's better if she gets 2, to where she can just put on the tattoo again and be immune to both of them, rather than have 2 people get the insanity effect.
Let's gather all the madness effects on Shar. Let's do that. By the way, as you do say about your plans, kind of will say, pointing at the creature that's sleeping right there, like, this is a fiend. One way or another, does not belong in our world. We should kill it.
Oh, it's totally in the plan, Kayana. Just maybe not the first thing. You know, maybe the second or third thing in the list. I think I think if three people sneak in like Juniper says while invincible, and I try and talk the rest of us in, if things go badly, sure, you could just lightning bolt a bunch of people from inside while invincible, right?
It's possible.
Who else would want to go in? You know, sneaking behind the enemy lines, getting real close, real quick.
I wouldn't mind going in.
Alright,
Sure,
so
So
three
me,
guys.
Brennan.
sure would have given Locke the thing on the boat ride. So he would have had plenty of time to tune to it.
I would like to sneak. I'm not good at acting and playing alone.
You know, I think
never
it's
liked playing.
I do think it's a pretty good idea, Kayana. You know, not because you can't act, but you might stand out a little because they've captured orcs.
Wouldn't that make more sense though? If you had Locke, Agvar, and Kayana, that makes. I mean, that.
Oh, that would make a lot of sense, actually. That would make super sense. No, Kayana, I think you should stay with Nina. I could make Shar, Juniper, and Brennan invincible, and they could go inside. And Locke, Ogvar, and Kayana could be with my trolls, with me, and Lupa, my
I'm not-
trusty pet that I would never kill.
That would be a really good buffer too.
It would
Having
be,
both
right?
Locke and Agvar.
I trust you, strategist. I will try to play along.
You flatter me with your words, Kayana. You only need to just not say anything. That's all you need to do is literally don't speak.
Yeah, I mean, Kayana, you just have to be quiet and actually just be yourself, really.
Be quiet and be yourself.
Grumpy works.
Okay, does anybody have any suggestions or alterations or better ideas than sneak half of us in and the other half I just try and get to talk in?
If you
So
wouldn't
we're
mind,
just
I
gonna
would.
walk in there with our weapons out.
Well, if you're my thralls, then why would I need to disarm you?
I
You're protecting me, right?
I guess.
And he like flashes her fangs. The thrall thing works really well now that I think about it. So if things go badly, we just kill everything that doesn't look like they're chained up.
Isn't that what we're gonna do anyways?
Oh yeah, totally. But like, you know, I'm more thinking about you, Shar, and your lightning bolt. That's going to be pretty amazing. Just line yourself up wherever you want, Shar, and when things hit the fan, you just be you. Just be yourself.
All right, let's go.
If you wouldn't mind, before you turn me invisible, Nina, if
No, you
if-
can't have an apology.
No, if you're going to have Lupa protect you, I need you to do this, and I need you to repeat it after me. And it's how she knows to protect you instead of me for the moment. And so he's going to take one knee and then pat his chest over his heart twice, while she's looking at him. It's kind of like the visual signal that she takes to like protect that specific person.
Nina will look at Lupa and then say to Lupa in beast speech, "Do you know to protect me, Lupa? Do you understand?" And she like pats her heart like Brayden does.
And Lupa's gonna look back and says, I don't think and she'll look back at Nina and says, I I follow you wherever you go now.
Great. And so now that I own you, just
Uh,
ignore everything that Brayden says from now on, okay?
I think we have a bit of a hiccup.
Doing?
If it goes off, yeah. Akbar is telling me there's a kid in there.
Okay, that is kind of a bummer. Well, we're not going to kill a kid, right? So,
No, right?
Yeah, it
We're
seems
not
like
gonna
the
do
kid's
that.
one of the
Char makes no comment.
okay.
I mean, if it's
Ah.
if it turns out to be like a horrible, fiendish, horrible abyss monster dressed as a kid, then sure, I won't think twice. But until it's proven, I'm not going to touch a hair on that little thing's head.
I'm just saying, we'll just keep him to no big things, right, Shar? No big things?
No big
No
things.
wide area.
Char's just looking
That's
at
all.
you.
Okay, let's just go.
And Nina will make Shah, Juniper, and Brainan invincible, with casting invincibility at 3rd level. Knock that off.
Brandon still being big definitely makes sense for an invisibility target. As long as
Although,
the
wait,
other two girls
is-
of this party will go along with him.
Did
Soldier
Brainan-
homicide. Sorry.
Did
go.
did Brainan cast his? I'd wait till after he's cast his what's a majig before making him invisible. What was it? Pass without trace.
Yep. Pass without trace.
Never mind.
So, Kaina will turn to Nina and say, I and half-orc, we have no weapons. We can pass like slaves. But Ogvar,
Mm-hmm.
very
Yeah, that's what I was
huge
asking.
small, doesn't make sense. He is a slave to you.
Yeah, you want to hold this? You know.
Oh no, it's okay, Ogvar. You're my thrall. Remember, I need you for protection. You're especially brainwashed. You wouldn't ever even think to hurt me. It'll be fine, Kaeda.
Or maybe just give it to one of the. Or maybe just give it to one of us invisible people. As long as we're holding it, it's invisible too.
I mean, that works as well. Sure, it's a great idea, disembodied Char voice. Ogvar, do you want to give... Although, who should you give it to? Because if a fight breaks out, they're going to have to be close to give it to you, right? No, just keep hold of it, Ogvar. Just keep hold of it.
Ogvar, if you're speaking, we cannot hear you, just in case.
I can't. What?
There we go. Now we can hear you.
Okay.
I didn't change anything. I don't know what happened though. Well, I can still fight without my maul. But does someone need to take my bow as well?
I honestly think I could just, you know, if you're my vampire thrall, then you wouldn't ever even think of harming me. So why shouldn't I let you have your weapons? They might think it's weird if I'm transporting 3 orcs just by myself, but if it's 2 orcs and one huge orc with weapons who would defend me for, you know, with their lives, it's totally more believable.
I mean, I can try and drag stuff in there without being noticed and tell you where I'm gonna be.
Let's
think
go with the thrall idea.
I think we keep
Okay.
it simple. Keep it simple.
Okay. Got
He
it.
was very good at deceiving people.
Thank you, Ogvar.
As you do start walking with the invisibility and Nina with her thralls, you will see the howler, that creature that is sleeping there. It will just sniff a little bit, but it won't really pay attention. As you will see these 2 people, they will look at you, say, "Hey, who are you? Identify yourself."
Nina will like glance over at the sleeping creature. How loudly did they ask that question? Did they speak? Were they speaking in a hushed yell or just not caring for the sleeping creature?
In a normal conversation tone, they're not yelling, So they are yelling fast, let's say, because you're in the distance. Like,
Yeah.
hey, who are you?
What,
Identify yourselves.
Nina will reply in a similarly hushed voice, conscious of the sleeping creature, and she would say, "Oh, hello. I'm from Ironhaven. Have you heard of it?"
Yes, we're not dumb. But
Well,
we're not from here. I mean,
no,
we're bringing
no,
orcs, but what's going on? Who are you?
I'm from the cult back in Ironhaven. We had some trouble with a paladin in the hills who like wiped us out, so I figured I'd come back here and bring some sacrifices so we could just continue our dark dealings to our Prince of Fiends
Oh,
in peace. I don't know if you've heard of him. His name was Quav or something. He was a total asshole.
I didn't know the name, but so you know Mayers. You knew him. My condolences. It must be tough.
Well, not really. Didn't know them that. I didn't really care for them. People die all the time. In the grand scheme of things, nothing matters more than worship to our Dark Lord. So,
You're right. He was a weak-minded individual.
He died. You die to a single paladin and a red-headed bard. You kind of don't deserve to be, in our society. Tina tried bites her tongue at the use of the word. It's such a horrible, horrible situation, but
I'll say, curse the society. Damn idiots. They will pay one day for what they did.
yeah, totally. Soon as well. I have 3 sacrifices here, and Nina's thinking, what the fuck is he talking about?
And the ranger guy will just nod to the other to go check them. As this guy, Aldous, will come closer and say, orcs. Oh my, that seems like a good cat. How did you get them by yourself? I mean, they seem very much muscular. And kinda will just go towards the cultist that comes closer and go, and he will almost stumble upon himself. And I could slit your throat, damn Nork, if I wanted to. And then he will turn to you and he will talk in Abyssal, clearly not wanting to be understood by the other 3. And he will say, so, are they for today's or for tomorrow's rites?
They're for tomorrow's. I heard you had 10 sacrifices for tomorrow. Is that right? That's a lot. It's a pretty good haul in Abyssal.
Yes, though the masters were impatient and already made 2 of them for today. But you bring some nice sacrifices to make sure that tomorrow's rite will be complete.
They were impatient. Don't they realize that 10 at once is better than drip feeding them?
Well, the masters will what the masters will. One day I will rise above them. But until then, I have to comply. You know. And he
Totally.
winks at you.
Comply, and she winks back. Oh, you'll want to be a little careful around these there. These 2, and she points at Locke and Kenna. They're pretty. I've got them under my sway, but this big guy here, oh, you wouldn't believe what I had to do to keep him enthralled. He's pretty much broken. Wouldn't dare lift a finger to me.
He will come closer to you in a little bit and he will say in Abyssal, you look like a strong lady. I like you. Perhaps we could entwine our minds later, if you know what I mean. He will wink.
Oh, I totally know what you mean. I think we could do a little more than entwining, though.
he will just go here and yell to the scout. They're fine. They're clear. Let's go here. Let's roll and go. Proceed. Let me just take your tokens so that I can put them all together on the next map, so that I can get a view of what is going on. As the Howler will wake up and look at you, but seeing that the cultists and the scout, they are fine with it, you will just return back to sleep. Not doing anything. Just let me organize the tokens in a specific way, since some of you are invisible and some are not.
So as this howler wakes up and we pass by, Nina would probably just on a whim in Abyssal says, "Shh, sleep, puppy, go back to sleep."
Let me change some music as well.
God, this place is sinister, isn't it?
This looks like a deep call
So
to
it's so
society.
creepy. Yeah, that's true.
Is it wrong that I want a demon puppy? I am the key master.
So yeah, as you do enter, you will see some. You did enter without much sound, walking normally inside, so it will not. The others will actually, for one moment, think it is quite normal for you to walk in until they turn back to you. Say, "Wait a minute, I do not know you. Are you new? Who sent you?"
Our leader from Ironhaven is kind of dead, so kind of came here of our own volition. Well, my own volition. These guys, they didn't have a choice.
He will look at you, trying to be insightful, and say, "His name in Abyssal."
When you say his name in Abyssal, did he say his name in the Abyssal tongue, or did he say in
I
common?
mean,
His
because you did talk in common at first, he said
Ah.
his name in Abyssal. Say the name of your master in Abyssal.
that makes more sense.
Okay, you can go for two checks on this. Either an intelligence check, a pure one, at a small DC, or a deception check, but at a high DC.
Ooh, ooh, I, I guess I would go with deception. Are you trying to make me see if I can recall like the name of the Demogorgon? I guess because that's what she was going to reply
No,
with.
you do know
the-
the name of the Demogorgon. Demogorgon is the deceitful answer, actually.
Oh well, I mean that's what she'd probably go for would be the Demogorgon in she'd say the Prince of Demons, of course, the Demogorgon in Abyssal.
Give me the deception.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
So she will look at you and say, "Yeah, duh." Anyways, I mean, and seeing you talk in Abyssal and talk about the Demogorgon, you will pass out. Say, "Just add them to the dungeons."
Going to need some directions. Haven't been here before, so
All right, all right. Hey, boy, lead them there. You will see a small cultist, a very young one. A boy, not bigger than 12 years old, perhaps. You'll just come closer, and invisibility lasts for 1 hour, right?
1 hour, yeah.
Okay, give me one moment. Because these death dogs, they are actually quite perceptive. But with Pass Without Trace, I don't believe you will have any problem in invisibility. You know what? I'm not gonna roll. I mean, you have Pass Without Trace, you do not make any sound when watching, and you do not you're not even seen. So for the time being, that will be fine. I need to check something else though. Huh, interesting. Okay, so I cannot see you, at least for the time being. That is, by no means. Okay, so you can feel free to walk around as Nina guides them, and the kid will just nod to you with a lot of, I won't say bravery, with a lot of arrogance, like he's the boss here. He's running things around, like he's the strongest for his age in the world.
Oh, Nina's gonna love that. She's gonna like lean over to him when he comes up and is going to be like, "Oh, look at you! How old are you, boy?"
Mhm. And he will say, I'm enough, old lady.
Oh,
That's
lady, you're so polite as well.
That's a deep voiced kid. Holy shit.
Obviously, well, it is during those ages that boys have their voice a bit changed and it sounds a lot weird. But he will start guiding you, and obviously, lady is kind of ironic. He doesn't really mean it.
Of course not, but Nina's gonna take it anyway.
As he will guide you, say, and do not talk around the masters here. I'm sure in Ironhaven you are much more elitists and believe you're so nice, but here is the true cult.
Oh, totally. Everybody here looks very culty. They look like such
Does-
big cults.
So culty. Is there anything on the table that I can see of
Mhm.
interest?
Well, there is some dry blood. It seems to have not been from today's rites, but clearly, as you are closer, Juniper, you can see this orc and this deep gnome. Their necks have been, their throats have been slit. That
Oh dear.
clearly gets your attention. And there are some skulls here, but they more seem to be decorative, and these two, not even real skulls actually. Carvings out of stone.
Wow.
Psh, amateur.
I half expected you to be like, "Yep, you see a book and the symbol of the Demogorgons in the book." Madness round 2.
I
So,
mean,
indeed,
Juniper still
you will
has
see
her
the-
thing on.
So true, yeah.
Yep, it does. So you
It's
will
only
see
Shar
those
who's
two.
an idiot.
This is a blackguard, a paladin of Fiend, that clearly does seem to stand up for his reputation, as he doesn't have his sword equipped as of now, of course, but he clearly does wear his plate armor, and he's conversing with Caster, right there, that has a quasit on its back. A quasit being that one, you see right here. They seem to be leading this place, as the warlock will come towards you and say, in Abyssal, praise the two-minded fiend. Put them in the deepest dungeon there. The others are filled already. The
You know
young
what?
boy
Give a nod.
will nod as he will guide you there and say, don't believe you are welcome here just because you brought free sacrifices. You will be questioned later, and we will see if you're truly a true worshipper of the Prince of Demons.
Oh, will it take long? I have a date with the guard outside.
Don't bring your attitude here with me, Geralt. You are a no one, a zero.
BG question.
Mm-hmm.
How many of the people are like looking directly at the table?
Looking directly there,
Yeah.
the blackguard, the closet,
Okay.
those mostly. Yeah.
Alright. Never mind then. Get it. Too noticeable.
Can I see anything interesting in this place?
Well, it's really weird, but you will see there are a lot of pillars, but it seems very weirdly architecturally crafted. Like two pillars are entwined in one and connected very much weirdly. It isn't at all symmetrical, but it looks like an attempt to be. And just slightly asymmetrical makes it trigger some OCD, and it's kind of annoying. You will see the cage with the three death dogs inside, some of the statues around. They seem to have been all created by other people. They do not seem to belong to the cult. Like this all was used to be a temple devoted to someone else, but has been defiled and desecrated. But there is no indication anywhere as to what it might have been connected previously.
Hmm.
And there is a passage
Um,
here leading to the dungeons of the temple, a floor below.
Ogvar's gonna
Gather
whisper to
some
Nina. Um, Nina, are we actually gonna fucking go down there?
Nina nods at nothing at all. Obviously. Oh, is he whispering or is he telepathically
I'm
whispering?
whispering.
She would nod. And I guess she would try and discreetly whisper back. It'd be good if we, get to see the whole place before we start killing people.
One moment, Brandon, to answer your question, if you do anything like an attack or something, you will immediately be revealed to answer your question.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not greater invisibility, it's just invisibility, which lasts a lot longer, but is not exactly combat oriented.
Very, very utility.
Yep, very much. So, Ogvar, kinda Locke, follow Nina and go towards the dungeon. The rest of you, do you follow them there?
Char will stay up here.
Okay. Brennan?
Nah, Brandon will stay here.
Okay. And Juniper?
I'll follow.
Okay, so let me put some of you. So let me organize the tokens first. So Brennan and Sar are staying up sides, while Locke, Nina, Kaina, and Juniper, along of course with the young boy, will pass to the next floor. Okay, oh, one moment. Corrupted file, just saw it. Give me one moment. I will re-upload the photo. Or you know what? Because this might take a couple of minutes, and it is close to the middle of a session. Let's take our small break here, just to make sure that everything is in order.
That works. That
Right.
works.
I mean, it's indeed in the middle of it.
We can we can vaguely talk about how this isn't as good a shit show as I thought it was gonna be. This is going smooth as butter for now. I mean,
because you say that, it's exactly.
it's about to go awfully. I don't know. As soon as they mentioned the dungeons, I figured, if we can get to the dungeons, we could break everyone out and then come up and beat the crap out of everyone. But we'll see
If they're alive.
if they're alive. Well, they said that
If
only
anyone's
2.
in there.
2 of them were killed, so there's 8 now. One of the orcs and a gnome were dead.
Got a whole ceremony for tomorrow, so we gotta save some.
Yeah, this orc and this gnome. Yeah.
Dude, this is a jammer. Yeah, I was gonna try and steal that book with the telekinetic movement, but if everyone was looking at it, I don't know.
Look, just starts hovering off the table and goes into thin air and just disappears.
It's okay, we'll wipe the room and we'll get it later.
I'm not invisible. It'd just go to me and everyone would see it.
Oh yeah.
God damn. Well, Nina would
I
have
should
to
have just
publicly,
taken his plate off.
Yeah, Nina would talk you out of it. She'd be like, don't get me wrong, he's enthralled, but I couldn't get rid of that kleptomania. No matter how much I tried. Just grab your little hands.
Bad orc.
Yeah, bad orc. No. Put it down.
Those darn orcs.
I mean...
Just pull out a spray bottle and start hitting him with it. Don't even spray him, just hit him with it.
I will say a big part of me is regretting not just starting a fight here, what with all these juicy grouped up Shah, Shah bundles of Shah joy.
I mean, Shar would only ever be able to hit maybe 3 or 4 of them at once. Like,
That's
she could probably hit like all of
These
these,
two.
like hit all
What are
Right.
you
of
gonna do
these.
with the kid? I don't.
Oh, he's
You want to
gonna
get
die.
these two. You want to get
Okay,
the
well,
big guy and the dude in the
let's hope,
closet.
let's hope not. But yeah.
Yeah, the kid's probably gonna die.
Okay, that's cool.
That's not what.
That's the
I didn't
same.
say we're gonna kill him. I said he's probably gonna die. Kaena's probably gonna kill him.
You know this kid's probably taller than your character.
That's probably why he wants him dead.
That's a
If I
building.
confuse,
Good news is map is saved. That's nice. There's no bad news actually, only good news. But yeah.
Bad
Yeah,
news
I'll be right
is
back.
everything has true sight.
Yeah.
good news, everyone. You're all gonna die. TPK.
Juniper, put your little ninja marker on so we know you're invisible, dude.
Mm.
We don't want to mistake you for an actually visible mushroom.
I think Ogmar with his telepathic communication, he's in a position to. Oh wait, no, he's not. Can't communicate with the invisible people, can he?
Yeah, I can.
Or can you? Oh,
I don't
okay.
have to see him. I just have to
He-
know
yeah,
they're
you can-
within range.
Yeah, he can coordinate. You can do quite silent plans.
Yeah,
I
totally
also-
haven't been talking to Juniper this whole time.
Yeah. I totally didn't secretly whisper to Ogvar that we should arm these 8 prisoners, and he didn't reply with "I have 2 hand axes." I've got a dagger. We got 2 hand axes. We got a dagger.
Should I make some waffles during this break? Do I have time to make waffles?
Do you have time to make waffles?
I just had
Go,
pancakes
go, go.
and they're
It's always
beautiful.
time to make waffles.
It's like, are they? Is this like American waffles? Are they like pizza pockets that you just throw them in the microwave or something?
Lego,
No,
your
I
ego.
throw them in the toaster like a normal person. Why would I throw waffles in the microwave?
Microwave? I don't know. I
It
don't know.
depends. Do
Pizza
you
What?
want it
pockets?
crunchy or do you want it floppy?
You want your waffle like soggy,
I want
don't
my-
you? You want it
No,
soggy. You want it.
I want my waffles
You want to have
crunchy.
to eat it. You want to
delicious.
have to eat it with a spoon.
Maybe you're scared of like eating a pancake. So
I
that's
don't
like
know
your-
what you. I don't know what
your
you're
happy
talking
medium
about.
putting in there.
I don't know what you're talking about. Pizza pocket throwing it in the microwave. I use a waffle iron.
What? Oh, I know what a waffle iron
It's like an
is. but-
iron, but for waffles.
Yeah, they're like a George Foreman's, aren't they? Or whatever
Genius.
they're called.
Well,
Listen,
not
Mr.
exactly
Cook,
like him, but
we do
yeah,
not
sort of.
we do not all have waffle machines to
Did-
fucking enjoy fresh,
did-
beautiful waffles.
Did you, Brayden? Did you just accidentally out of character in character voice?
Yeah, I can't. I can't.
think I was
tell
doing
when
a- I
I've
think I was
used
doing a
Oddbar's
different voice
out of
there.
character.
I think I was doing a different voice there for some reason, but yeah.
Doing Nina's. Want to vibe my windows?
That's German. That's not whatever weird Eastern
Whatever the hell
Transylvanian
Nina does.
European I do,
I can't do Nina.
with like Italian mixed in there.
Jeremy's got it down. The Nina one.
Oh, let me
Does
hear.
he?
Let me hear Jeremy's Nina if he's not busy microwaving his waffle. I actually cook
He's
my
gone.
waffles in the dryer.
What?
Just toss them in there and in the box, and then you just put the dryer on, and it circulates the heat, and yeah, it's great.
That's
Turns
Or you
them
could,
into
you know,
crumbs.
or you could be like, you could do the college way and put it on your laundry, like on your laundry iron press.
I
my
don't like
God.
waffles this much. This is
You
microwaves,
don't
iron,
you don't like
dryers.
waffles enough to put them in a dryer now?
No.
No, but
Yeah.
like you never like heard of anybody taking it to like a clothes iron and just like pressing it
No.
down.
No.
No.
I've seen Mr. Bean do that.
So sad to see, but people do it in college all the time because like they don't have like toasters, but it's another way to
Doesn't make
like.
Dryer is the best
You
way.
can't go to
because
the
then you
cafeteria and just do it.
Well, not every college has cafeterias or
Well,
waffles to do it.
Yeah, well, when my university didn't have communal waffle iron areas.
Waffle iron areas. Well, I mean a toaster.
Yeah, the dryer is the way to do it, because that way your clothes get smell like waffles as well when you.
No. Sorry.
No, you don't seem enthused. You just put it on 60 degrees for 30 minutes. Throw it
Oh
in.
my god. 30 minutes
30 minutes.
as a
And-
crispy waffle.
Yeah, and if you well, you know, the dryers, it's a big drum, so it's, you know, it takes a while to heat up. And if you want to add flavoring like cinnamon or anything, you just use those like those wool dryer balls. You get your cinnamon
Ew.
in the bowl, you throw them in. Essential oils.
Like an apple cinnamon dryer ball, please.
Yeah, yep, for with my waffle, which I cook
Like a-
in my
like a-
dryer.
Like a bath bomb, but it goes into your fucking.
Exactly. Yum yum yum.
Right, so
Why
everyone in
did, like,
here
What
needs
is
to,
that?
everyone in this room needs to die, right? Except the kid. The kid is a
Yeah.
maybe.
The
The
kid
kid is
most
also
of
maybe
all.
depending on how much of an asshole the kid's gonna be.
I was gonna say, what is
He's
the
gonna
kid
be a
doing?
total asshole. He's a
He's,
member of the
he's
cult.
already. Yeah, that's.
No, I know, but I mean,
Yeah.
we're just recruiting kids now. Like, god damn.
Is he?
Yeah, get him
I've got
young. It's like normal religion.
I've got a feeling that it's gonna be revealed that he's gonna be like the child of this black god and this warlock.
No. He's gonna be what they put the demon they summon in. He's the vessel.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so gnarly.
That's why he's so
He-
cocky, because he's gonna be the Demogorgon.
Yeah. Well, that's when VG said it like as if he owns the place. It's like, oh, those are definitely his parents at the top of that foot of that table. Yeah, I mean, if they are. No, that's a terrible thought.
Kill them, or
Yeah,
kill
like
him
hostage-
first, so that
hostage
he can't come back for
ransom the
revenge.
child.
Yeah.
No,
No,
it's
we-
mean.
No, we kill him first, so that when they die, he doesn't come back for revenge. We don't want to make our own Batman.
I'll dimension door out with the kid and we'll send them a ransom note with like with cut up letters.
With like bits of his fingers.
Oh, that's going a bit far.
All right, fine, his toes.
Just the ransom note. Just the ransom note.
I mean,
Meanwhile, he'll be living.
you gotta show him that you're serious.
Well, I guess.
Give them an eye. He can put it back in.
What's on this one?
Have you seen a Nina dance in the pale of the night?
It's Wayne Bruce.
Classic
Alright,
Batman
I've
reference.
returned with waffles and orange juice.
Oh, we were just
Ooh,
talking
got a
about
fruit
how to
in
murder
there.
the child.
Did you
Okay,
do
well,
you
that's super
microwave them?
surprising coming from you.
Do you microwave them both at the same time? The waffle and the orange
Did you
juice.
throw them in a dryer? Did you add a dryer
Well, I
ball?
wouldn't microwave the waffles in the first place. The orange juice.
With the
yes.
orange juice, yes.
That's
Nothing
a
like
hard limit.
nothing like a hot, a hot
Ew.
burnt like scaly,
The real
scaly
question
orange
is-
juice.
Do you have orange juice with pulp or no pulp?
No
pulp.
Extra pulp?
I
What?
don't get that.
Did
I'm
everyone
okay.
just say no pulp?
No pulp.
For me, it depends on the day.
I'm not going to be disgusted if I get pulp,
I just
but
like
I
take
just
a bite out of the pulp, honestly.
I sieve it out and then just eat that, and then pour the orange juice down the drain.
It's the useless part. Why would you want the juice?
Yeah. Same with peanut butter. I get the crunchy stuff and then I pick the peanuts out.
God damn oil.
It's healthier that way.
Absolutely.
What? So
I get pizzas and I just pick off the pepperoni.
So no fried chicken? No fried chicken and waffles?
No. Before and it's good. I've only had it once.
Fried chicken and
Yeah.
waffles?
Yes.
My friend.
Are waffles different in America to the UK?
Maybe.
Yeah, what you
Is-
call waffles are what we call like cereal.
What? Cereal? What, like Cheerios? What do you guys
Anita
call?
just sent it.
Could drive me insane. It's
Yep,
only been
send it into
200
madness.
years. I think.
Yeah, 200
since-
years, and we're trying to get as far away from that.
Yeah,
as
it's,
far-
and you butchered the language. Well, you haven't butchered it. You just opened the dictionary and then you
We
took
improved
some
it.
scissors, glue, and then you just swapped things around. It doesn't make sense.
We inherited the
Seriously.
rotting corpse that is the English language from the British.
And you made it worse somehow.
I mean, yeah, that's how a corpse does. When it rots, it gets worse.
It's so rude.
Well, Curtis,
Make it better.
Do you guys hear my
Curtis.
waffle crunching?
No.
No.
No,
Like-
can you put the microphone close to your face?
It's
Oh,
just
you
for
want-
ASMR, actually. I don't think this
ASMR.
mic can pick up eating sounds.
it could be
Maybe
worse.
like
I
a
could
little-
be French to you if you wanted me to.
Huh?
I'm glad that they like allow pets in here. That's pretty cool.
It's
What
a
the
shame we're gonna have
balls?
to kill them all.
Oh, wait, yeah, Lupa's in here with us.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
we
Shame
I
we're
was-
didn't
gonna
have
have to
to-
kill them all.
Oh wait,
Swear
Lupa
to God,
isn't
Curtis, if you
Yeah, Lupa was
Screw it.
invisible.
if you fucking kill Lupa,
I'm not
How
gonna
did
kill.
you kill
I'm
Lupa?
not. Nina's
That
gonna
makes
kill
no
Lupa.
sense.
One of the cultists is
Look,
gonna be.
if
one
anyone's
of the
killing
kill
anything,
Lupa.
it's Juniper and those meals.
If anyone's killing anything, it's
Yeah?
you know, I say things sometimes, and I
Just
don't
drop
really
off.
have the end to the conversation.
Yeah.
I don't have an end
didn't
to the
need
thought.
to.
I just usually think about it while I'm speaking. Doesn't usually work out well.
Telepathy is not real life.
Man, if only I could talk to people in their heads, and I could just avoid talking to people in their heads.
Mm-mm.
I have enough voices in my head. I don't need yours.
We still really don't have a plan for how what we're gonna do.
Oh no, we
We're
don't.
we're gonna have a look at the dungeons, right? We're having a look at the dungeons.
Should I
See if
just
we can.
drop Croak off before we walk out of this
Just,
room?
we'll just bowl them under the table.
Roll them like a
Well,
little Bakugan.
Bray and Shar are gonna stay upstairs. I mean, hopefully we're just gonna go.
Hopefully they don't die
downstairs
by
and it's
themselves.
empty.
Yeah.
It's only the kid going down with you,
I
right?
don't think anyone knows that Char and Brandon are still upstairs.
Yeah, we don't know that. And see, I
No,
asked
I
in
know,
the chat. I remember that Braynon had silence, which would be really useful if we did decide to start a fight in this dungeon with some people.
Well,
but
I mean, if we're lucky. I mean, it's
What?
only the kid taking you downstairs, right?
yeah, so I mean,
So we just throw
kids
him
can't
well,
yeah, kids can't
run
shout.
upstairs.
Kids can't shout loud. Any yeah, we can put the kid in it. We could.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you how do you non-lethally knock out a kid?
Well,
Ogmo with his fucking adamantine fucking hammer. Just
Uh,
Taking the life out of him.
Ogbar just fucking Gallagher's his ass.
yeah, I'm non-lethally golf clubbing this kid in the back of the head. With
Yeah,
my
it's
adamantine
always
warhammer. Maul.
hopefully it's empty down there and it's just the kid, and you just, escort the kid into one of the cells and then move on up.
Yeah, we
To
just
the
do
east
that,
side?
and then Ogvar just goes, "Hey kid, hold this."
Oh,
Just
I thought
let's
that was.
go.
Oh God, I thought that was outside my window. Do you guys hear the music right now?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
it's like Yagzilla or some shit like that.
Someone was like yelling outside my window.
You live in a strange neighborhood.
I don't live in
Sounds
a
like someone's doing the
neighborhood,
haka.
mm-hmm.
What?
It was the Haka.
Oh, it is the honk. Okay. I thought that's what it was.
I want the country music back.
Come on, come on, come on, oh.
I want the Nier Automata music that Will mentioned before. Let's make some great combat music.
Yeah, Nier
Oh.
Automata has amazing music.
I want like Lego Star Wars
Yoda death
Padawan-
sound on loop.
Padawan Menace.
You guys
It's
don't
gonna
like the
get lit.
didgeridoo
I
in the
want,
background?
I want Beetle thank you for 10 hours.
Oh my
You
god.
guys get the joke, please?
I don't know.
From Breath of the Wild or
From Wind Waker. What?
Wind Waker. My mistake. Sorry.
That's
Even
just
though he is also in Breath of the Wild.
No, it's good though.
So what we go into dungeon, we see I just have an awful feeling about starting a fight anywhere but in this main hall.
The best thing to do would probably be secure the
Zap these two.
hostages and then kill everyone else. Like maybe
That's
get
actually a
everyone,
really good point.
Like get every hostage that you can into like a single prison cell or something. Like keep them where they can all
Where
be
they're not going to be
safe.
sacrificed en masse in an emergency.
Yeah,
And then
keep
the
them all
kid and throw
safe,
him in there too.
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
then
put the
like
kid in the cell with the orcs that he's been guarding for days.
Yeah.
He's
then-
probably been treating them really well, so they're not going to have any
Too bad
malice or
Shara's
anything.
not down there. She's got like 8 things of rope.
Oh.
Sardinus didn't have 8 things of rope. The
The mule.
donkeys have them.
Oh, we don't.
Yeah,
well, we don't
should've
need to tie
brought
the
those.
prisoners up, right? We just need to make sure that they're not gonna. I
Yeah.
assume
the
they're already
kid.
plenty preoccupied.
8 things of rope for one kid.
Yeah. Well, you don't know. He might be like some demigorgon.
Well, you need
And
to
this
tie
guy.
some around his neck so that you can hoist him up so he can't run around.
Oh, wait. Okay,
That is so dark.
so truthful.
No. He meant not around the neck. Right.
Honest, honestly,
Why do we?
Just
I think-
like
I think if Kayana said to the 8 orcs, or however many orcs there are, don't let this kid scream, and don't hurt him, like they'd listen, and then this kid would get dogpiled by like a
don't
bunch
worry.
of people holding his mouth, trying to get him not to scream while we like
Oh,
make our
don't-
way back upstairs.
Don't worry, what I have
I
planned
think
for him
people will
won't
fine.
hurt.
Oh, I have. What do I have?
Blight, right?
I do have blight. That's not what I was
That's an
going
option.
for.
Yeah, it won't
I was
won't
going
hurt.
for
It'll
blindness
be
and
over instantly.
deafness.
Juniper
Make him
gently
blind.
takes
He
out a
won't know
rope,
what happened.
ties the kid up, puts a gag on him, and has Blight at 4th level.
Oh my god.
I really love the scenarios that you're talking about. Really love each and every one of them.
in worst case.
He's just been listening into this shit show plan. Oh.
So I brought the 4 of you
Mm,
into the other map. Are we all here so that we can continue? I do
Oh my
believe I did
gosh,
hear most.
big.
Brennan and Glock, are you with us as
Yep.
well?
I'm here.
And Sarah?
Yep, I'm here.
Alright.
Oh, this place is big.
Ogvar's gonna
So-
activate his crystal.
It is kind of big. As you do venture downwards into those dungeons, and another turning does continue to exist from the up aboves, but more in the forms of conversation. You can see a lot of stone around that has felt and has carved. So in the distance, you can also notice some skulls, but they're not actual skulls. As I said, most of them are made out of stone. Well, most of them. Some blend in with them, perhaps covering some of the nonsense that's happening. As you have yet come to understand, actually, this seemed to have been a religious order of different sorts in the past than it is now. So perhaps it's slowly changed to what it is nowadays. In this sense, you can see several things: some broken wooden doors and some other stuff. An orc chained here with a demonic sign, perhaps a ritual taking place, or preserving him. You don't know yet. He's alive. He's hardly breathing, but he will open his eyes and he will see Nina and the kid moving around and say, "Let's go around him. He's annoying all the time."
Annoying in what way?
Is there like
He-
any light in here?
Nope, no light. Well, the kid should have a torch. Don't you see the light of it?
No.
Okay, okay. It's just the setting.
That's why I
Now
was
you do.
asking if I could.
Yeah. No, the kid has a torch with him. It's just a human kid. So yeah, he is guiding you this way, as you will follow beside him. He curses and says things, but in a language that I do not understand, and that annoys me.
Oh, I bet it's probably orcish, right? Him being an orc.
I don't care, whatever it is. You know it all. And as he goes here, he will spit towards the orc. That's what he deserves.
You know, if you dirty them, it means that their souls get to the demon lord dirty as well, which he doesn't like.
All right, give me either a persuasion or a deception on this.
You're gonna
amazing.
lead us,
Oh,
kid.
I'm doing well in these
I'm
roles.
not gonna roll. Ogor, you can turn the crystal on if you wish, but I suppose you did ask because I did not have lights before.
Yeah.
And
fine.
Brennan, I will come back at you in a meanwhile. I will be playing this floor for now, and I will come back at you and Sar later to see if you can find out anything else. So, Juniper, as you go to this place, you don't like it. You don't like it at all. And because the reason you don't like it is because these skulls, they seem to be 100% real from humanoids. It seems like they've piled them all up together in this single place. And a poor goblin is tied with chains on top of it. He cannot see you, but as he hears movement, "Help me, help me!" he hears from the young Aldous, but then he sees that it is just him, the boy. "Curse you! Curse you! Curse you!"
God.
And the boy will come here and say, "Ha! You really believed you would be saved? Nobody's coming to save you. Poor goblin, not able to do anything on its own. Did not grow up."
Yeah, this kid's gonna die.
Oh. Oh. Nina's like, you know, it's a pretty harsh thing to say. You're pretty cold, kid.
And it continues upward as it will say to you, "You've not seen what I've seen. Seen a lot of dark things."
Dark things done to you, or
Both. Done to me, done to those around me. Only the Demogorgon can save us. Only
that's-
he.
that sounds really awful. I'm really sorry bad things have happened to you. You know, bad things usually happen when the Demogorgon's involved.
Well, Demogorgon was the best thing to happen in my entire life. He gave me strength and courage to get rid of those who defiled me and my family. Nobody else helped me, only him. And I shall serve him and become his most faithful servant.
Now that you guys are out of the room,
Mhm.
does he have like locks, or is it rope?
A chain, as you can see, tied to his neck.
Damn.
Is there anything you want to do, Juniper?
I was gonna try and release him.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any way of damaging steel chain or something?
I don't think so.
At the very least, well, I do believe you are capable of doing some damage to it if you wish, but
Oh,
not
I have
without.
thief tools.
know. If you do have thieves' tools, it's actually plausible. But do you have proficiency in them, though?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, give me a check.
Nice.
And that does not reveal your invisibility, I believe. Yes, it does not. You need to attack or cast a spell to be revealed.
Perfect. Sorry, my thing's slow right now.
Yep, attack with dexterity. I believe it's the automatic one on this.
Just do dexterity.
Give me dexterity
Do
and
my
allow
thing.
the proficiency. It's alright.
Sorry, say that again.
Give me a dexterity check and I'll add the proficiency bonus, no worries.
Awesome. Ah,
Have my inspiration. Have my
I
inspiration.
have one. I have an inspiration.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, use it.
Whew.
Okay, that's way much more like it. As you can understand that this was a pretty standard lock. Of course, it's not that easy to pick under this pressure. But at first, as you try to make yourself a bit more comfortable amongst those skull and bones, and you try to find some space to pull yourself and try to go through this small lock, you will find yourself taking the chain towards your side, and you do not realize that you are kind of strangling the goblin. But immediately when you realize this, you will relax, take a deep breath, and unclog the lock immediately, releasing the goblin. But without having seen you, Florose, my, that is a miracle. Miracle. Miracle.
I'm gonna telepathically speak to him and just be like, if you could just don't get noticed. Just be quiet.
Oh my, you must be Maglobiet, the one who saved me. I'm gonna take revenge on this damned boy. What he
No.
did.
Not right now. No, not right now.
Yeah, stab him, kill him.
I thought Maglobiet would be a man. But your voice, it sounds reassuring. I will wait.
Good. I'll give you the heads up when we're ready for you. Okay.
What should I do? Should I stay here?
Yes. Stay here. Kind of act like you're still chained up.
Oh no, I'm chained up. I cannot go away.
Not so loud.
And the cultists will turn a little bit behind and say, people will get crazy if they stay a lot here. You've seen nothing like I have. And
Oh, you.
as he moves a little bit forward, you will see a lizard folk tied up there.
Oh wow, that's definitely somebody with green skin. You, you know, kid, I've seen some pretty dark things as well. You know what? Our cult back in Ironhaven, we actually summoned a bunch of demons, but they kind of killed everybody.
Mhm. Well, that sounds dark, but still, I've heard of darker stories. You
No,
know,
no doubt, no doubt.
you know, and he will look into your eyes, Nina. I've killed my parents. What have you done? You do not deserve the Demogorgon's blessing.
What have I done? Oh, I've done a lot of things, you know. I've ruined a lot of lives.
And
Turned
they-
people against their friends, made them hate their families, done all kinds of weird and, you know, death's kind of quick when you think about it. It's over and done with, but ruining somebody's life, letting them live and shouldering that burden, kind of sticks around for a while.
The boy will look at you, kind of nodding, and then it will smile and it will start bursting in a mad laughter. Oh my, rolled and crashed. I'm gonna roll all of this, but still, as it does this, it will. You can understand that the boy is on the spring of insanity. It's not about it being evil or something. Obviously, it's not the goodest kid in the block. But what I'm trying to say is that his its mind is not working in the proper ways. Like you can hear his voice changing from sentence to sentence from time to time. And at this point, Nina, due to your very nice dark vision, your magically aided one, you will kind of notice something there.
Oh
Something
shit!
you were prepared but not really prepared for. So I would like you to give me a check, a wisdom save that is.
Oh, okay.
Mm,
Oh, I'm good.
Everybody.
It's okay. I'm good at wisdom saves.
Mhm.
Good at wisdom saves.
No, that's a nice wisdom save actually. You're fine. So
It
you
doesn't
will
succeed, but it's a nice wisdom save.
no, it actually succeeds for the time being. So yeah, you will immediately as you see this, you will utter sit as you do remember what's happening in a low tone. The boy will hear a small sound and turn to you, and you will say, "You did not say anything," and you will be
So
catching your
I
head
sneezed.
as you will remain calm and
I'm gonna
you will
yawn.
not
I'm
be
gonna yawn and
affected.
stretch my arms out,
Mhm.
blocking the view.
As far as you know, you are not affected, but you clearly felt the embrace of this sign in your head, the image of it mirroring in your eyes for a moment. Huh.
Side. Still. She coughs.
But
Don't don't look.
the
Don't
boy
ignore
will come forward and say, "But now let's bring them to their places. Let's get them the blessing of the Mad Prince."
Oh, you know, wait, come back here. Actually, I just want to ask you a few questions about this lizard man, if that's okay. So,
What is it?
well, oh, actually, before I ask you about that, do you mind? You totally don't mind if I ask why you killed your parents, right?
This is really boring if you put it that way. I'll make you a deal if you wish.
Okay.
You ask me one question, and if you want an answer from me, I stab you once with my dagger.
mhm.
Do I get to pick where you stabbed me?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
So this doesn't count as a question, but do I get to pick where you stabbed me?
As long as there is a body part. I
Do
don't
you
want to
define
stab
as...
your fancy armor or something.
Okay, so do I let you stab me, or do you get to try and stab me?
I like that. An attempt. All right, and he will take his dagger out and start playing with it. He seems to be okay, quite adept at it. Nothing that much, but an attempt to strike you. I like that. But that was a question, and it will attempt to attack you.
Little shit. That is a
Did you?
hit. 16 is my only pass. 3
Ah.
slashing damage, son of a
It's
bitch.
piercing, actually. It's piercing. but nonetheless.
Piercing. Okay. I'm fine. Well, looking pretty rough, guys. Nina X is gonna yelp a
Longbar
bit
puts
as this
his
dude.
hand on his maul.
Hey,
Oh,
you know what? I'm gonna put everyone on this page so that you can just see what is happening. I mean, just role play it as you are not, because it is not that much interesting if you do not see anything. So I'll put it here, right next to the others, just to take a small peek of what is happening right now. Yeah. So the cultist will immediately stab Nina at that point, and will tell you, "All right, you can ask me now."
Okay.
Tell me.
Okay, she says as she's like rubbing her thigh. Okay. Why did you kill your parents?
Because they were evil. They believed, well, they worshipped another demon prince. And as he says this, she will attempt to attack you.
oh my god.
He's gonna get a nat 20, isn't he? Oh, he misses miserably.
I'll get the next one.
Sure you will. She says she's like jumping from foot to foot. And she turns to Ogvar and says, Thrall, what do you have a question for the child that I can ask? Shit,
What?
your mouth full of waffle, Jeremy.
What? What?
Do you have any questions swimming around your head that I could ask the child?
No.
Really?
Oh,
No.
No.
Okay. So, okay, I'll ask you another question. This is your last one, though, because I'm already running out, child. So, what did the Demon Gorgon cult do to help you?
He will look at you and say, "The Demogorgon himself spoke to me and lent me his strength to do what I should. Then it was just a one-way trip to visit the people here and ultimately, in the future, become the leader of them. As a thank you to the Prince of Demons."
Ooh, you
And-
know,
Kabow! Kids!
it's again the little shit.
Akra is gonna hit this kid right now.
Oh my god, really?
Okay, that's
Really?
a high roll. So, Juniper, as you see this sign right there, you, as I said, you will be totally unaffected by it. And you asked me if you wanna try to erase this or something.
or, yeah.
Okay,
Actually,
it's
no.
going to take some time. So, perhaps you might not be able to make it if they are not able to stall the kid much longer.
Can I I'm gonna telepathically reach out to Nina and be like, ask him about the locks. Like, what kind of locks do they use? Like go into the locks.
Nina's gonna be really confused for a second between the pain of being stabbed in the shin and also hearing Juniper telepathically speaking to her. She'll be like, "Oh, okay. Oh shit. Okay, what? Jeez, what? You want to tell me about these locks that you have these lizard folk men tied up in because they look really nice?" She says. She takes a step towards them, eyes on him, waiting for the next stab.
So are you gonna just keep letting this kid stab you, or like what's happening?
And just talking to the kid Thrall, just wanting to see what his story is, to see why he's so crazy.
Just doing cultist things. That's how we greet each other.
Okay, so as you do this, I will not exactly give the answer that the child did, but it will start talking for quite some time as it starts speaking about the chains that are used on these ones, and the others on the table say that there are no locks actually on them, and I have seen many that have cut their hands to get rid of this, only to find themselves unable to reach the surface once more, and several other cruel stuff.
Great.
So
Is-
I would like a deception performance check, one of those two.
Go with deception.
Okay.
17.
So that's on an insight on the kid's behalf.
Natural 20.
All right.
Grubbing the shit
So-
out of this floor.
That means that I will take. You will be clever enough to think of some questions that will take a longer time for the young child to answer, and not ask several of them as to avoid getting hit. So I'm gonna just roll 2 more attack rolls for the time that Juniper will have to gain the time.
What do we do?
That is a very nice question.
What just happened?
I
Oh my
better have
God.
a good dishwasher.
Getting my shit kicked in by this kid.
I mean, I'm surprised you're not using the dodge action or anything.
That's
No.
not in the spirit of the.
No,
I like how Ogbar's concerned and Locke's just like, yeah, she's got
But-
this.
I don't think Vlad's
Ultimately,
here.
you're gonna make it.
Fuck.
As Juniper will manage to, well, not clean it completely, but even though you do have the effects of the seal of the madman, you do know that you are feeling the presence of the sign. After you scramble a lot of pieces and try to erase it, it will not feel that way. So You must assume that without it being in its full shape and form, it must be safe.
Uh,
Oh, you're
Ugh.
really good at this dagger, kid. I bet your parents didn't even see it coming. Jeez, my legs. Like a pincushion.
You can endure a lot of strikes. I like you. Perhaps I will take you out one day.
Everyone say it
Okay,
again, Nina.
it's a, you know, maybe when you're a little older and it, honestly, child, the whole crazy this thing, it's not really attractive. You know, the people really high up in the cult, they don't get crazy from looking at these symbols. They're
They're
kind
not
of
that
level-headed.
Crazy
No, they're
is just another world for blessed.
no. Oh, poor,
Oh,
poor, poor you. The you know this the psychotic laughing isn't too attractive. You know.
Krusty
Mm.
the Clown.
You- you know, just because the cult helped you out once doesn't mean you owe them their life.
Hmm. Perhaps you're right, but perhaps you're wrong.
Nope.
oh,
Always right.
They will continue moving a bit upwards. As you will see the sign say, "What? Who? What is this? Who did this?
Oh,
Hey!" And it
I
will
think
start hitting the ground, and it will start crying. It just shattered. Yeah, it's a teenager. I mean,
He's having a
start crying.
tantrum.
Oh, no, no, my Demogorgon, no, no, whoa, whoa. Who
oh,
did this to you? Who did this to you? And he will look towards him. You did it! And he will go close with the knife without attacking him. But he'll say, admit it. You did it. No, 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 no. I just saw it. It disappeared right in front of me. I was just seeing it and it started disappearing. And then say, hmm. And he will turn the other way. The gnomes are known for their illusion and their trickery. You did this. You are gonna pay for this. Do you believe
I
I'm
know
going to wait?
I know what happened, sweet child. I've seen this before when the Demogorgon is upset. He doesn't bestow his gift. He takes it away.
Oh no. If
Maybe
Demogorgon is upset, what are we gonna do?
I
What are
think
we
I know
gonna
why.
do?
I think I know why, child.
Why?
I
Tell
heard that
me.
I heard that rather than waiting to kill everybody all at once, you drip fed him. He doesn't like that. He likes big meals, not little tiny ones.
I knew it. I told them, but they did not believe me. Damn it. And he will go look at the gnome. Say, and then look at you, Nina. So, I guess you're right. All right, I mean, we need to inform the others. Definitely only you and I know what's happening for real in this place.
Totally.
And that the Demogorgon is very much annoyed by them. Perhaps we should take over them.
Well, I was kind of thinking the same thing, but you know, they really won't like being told that they've displeased the Demogorgon, even though we've seen it ourselves. They
No.
they might unionize.
No.
Or split, make a new faction.
Demogorgon will adore this, and he will hit his right fist towards his left palm and say, he adores brutality, ferocity. If we prove to them that we are stronger, and you are strong, I stab you five times, and you did not even shed a lot of blood, and I'm very powerful, so you are even more powerful, so we can beat them all. Yes.
Maybe not just the two of us, because did you see those people up there? They looked pretty intimidating, like that guy with the black armor. Seems like he knows how to hold a sword, if you know what I mean.
Well, I do not have an armor, but perhaps I can wait till he is asleep and slit his throat.
Would you even be able to get close enough to do that? Have you even done that before?
Well, I can get closer to the lady. Perhaps I can seduce her. I've heard
No.
tales about this. I believe it can happen.
Oh, no. No. Better idea. Which one of them do you think is the strongest?
Well, the lady has some nice gifts of magic. The other one is just muscles, but he has a strong will to fight.
I see. And which one of them likes you the best?
Definitely the mistress.
Do you think you could lure the mistress down here to this back room?
Do you mean? And he will go in a very slight tone, and like you are sneaking and seeming, like you are actually, right now.
Yeah, right now.
Right, Nina, give me a persuasion check.
Oh, even better than normal.
All right, that's really nice. I won't even roll. Say, all right, I'll do my best, but see, always get some company. It won't be him. He will stay top. The guy in the plate armor. But someone else will definitely come to accompany her. I know her.
It sounds good. It sounds good. This way we can, just like the Lord of Flies likes, we can ambush them.
So you believe you can take her on, right?
Easily. I could do it all by myself.
Right. And as the tea goes, give me just 1 minute. This goes, and I will be the king of Demogorgon. Yes! Yes!
Count to literally count the minute out before you bring it down here. Give me just a little bit of time. Just a little bit of time.
Alright, I'll walk slow. And he
Okay.
starts going in slow motion.
She's immediately gonna turn to everyone. To Ogvar, Luck, Kennerbrin. Okay, so the kid's going to get the girl, the woman that looked like with the flying little imp looking thing. She's going to bring them here and we're going to totally murder her. We're going to split them up and divide and conquer. Does this sound good?
As you say this, you can go on about this on the chat of it. As we will go on the upper level, let's see what's happening in the meanwhile. As Sarah and Brennan, invisible as they are standing right there and able to take some time and look at the stuff around. They have made themselves acquainted at this place. So, is there any very much specific course of action you would like to follow while up there?
Brandon was kind of hoping to see if he can sneak behind all these people and travel to this mouth of the cave and see if there are any other rooms to check out.
Okay, give me a stealth check, though I believe it's highly unlikely that you can fail this. What? I mean, don't give me the stealth. Tell me what is your stealth modifier.
7.
You cannot fail this. I mean, you have +10, +7, and you have disadvantage because they can't see you. So yeah, you can sneak in beneath. You will see a closed and locked door, but there is the lock that you can see through what is inside. But opening it up would be difficult since it would reveal that someone is there. However, you can sneak and understand that there are some bedrooms in the back there. Nothing more than that. Just some plain stone rock beds.
Okay. And so then Brayden is, after checking out through the main door, he's going to sneak behind and kind of in a position to cover behind everyone. Wait for the kid to, anybody to come back from the truncheon. Wait for any kind of signal.
Right, give me just 1 moment, need to check on something. Okay, so as you do stay for quite some time, Brennan, you will notice something in the distance that you haven't seen all this time. But as your eyes get accustomed to the dark of the corners and the ceilings, you will see a strange creature, an ape-like monster.
Oh no.
It is said that this creature represents the savagery and brutality of the abyss. It is a Balgura.
Yeah.
It looks like a hulking orangutan with a gruesome drooping visage and tusks jutting from its jaw. Standing just under 8 feet tall, has broad shoulders. It weighs around 650 pounds. Moves apically, and it climbs with great speed and agility. You can see it right here on the wall, right there. You can understand that creatures like such have vastly superior senses to that of humanoids, so perhaps going near it might actually reveal yourself. But thankfully you are far away. And it has climbed on the wall.
And Brain, seeing this thing climbing around, he just kind of tries to, even though he's invisible, just shrink up against the wall and behind this like little tusk thing, this little horn thing, as much as he can, in attempt to like just make sure he's well hidden.
And as you say this, you will start feeling a bit weird, a bit dizzy for a moment, as you will lose the enlarge spell. You will become normal again. It lasted only for 1 hour. So yeah. But you will not feel anything other than this, other than the feeling of the body limbs of yours being greater. You will be fine. Tsar, is there anything you would like to be doing?
Let's see. So there's a big ass monkey on the wall. There's
I assume you've seen the monkey as well. It did take you a bit more time than Brennan, but you did see it. It has a pretty nice stealth, actually, for its size, that is.
yeah. Are any of them? I would just be listening into like any conversations.
The two leaders are seemingly only speaking in Abyssal, but the other ones are all speaking in common when it has to do with nothing immortal. So you can see two people here. They seem to be enforcers. They don't seem that religious like the others, though they do have the an emblem that has not the sign of the Demogorgon, but a scrubbed up part of it. You do know that cults of the Demogorgon do not wear its sign because it produces madness to everyone, them as well, all the time. So they avoid looking at it all the time. Just sometimes, for the blessing, as they say. So they will start talking and say, the one will be bragging mostly about the orcs that they found and how they managed to put them down. He will say that though they had to make the sacrifice today for this orc because she would have died from the disease. And the other one will go, yeah, I mean, a sacrifice is a sacrifice. The Demon Lord will be pleased. Perhaps we can even get some gifts, like the mistress.
Jeez,
And as you see them, you meet the mistress, you will notice that she's holding on her hand a particular orb. It looks really cool and nice. A bit frightening, though. As I will show this to you. It's a skull with a glass around it. Not above the Pact Keeper, but yeah.
So that's definitely going to Nina when we kill her.
If it sticks
the-
around.
If you kill her. Well, you're gonna kill her, perhaps.
Nah.
Let's see. And you're gonna
If
also
she,
see- Yep. That is all.
does
Yep.
she keep?
Sure.
Does she always like keep hold of it? Like, is she just constantly holding it?
At the point that you're speaking, she's speaking in Abyssal. She seems like she's bragging about it. Give me an insight check.
All right. Insight. 19.
Okay. From Sar's inducing abilities, you can understand that this is the look of a customer that just got an amazing purchase. Perhaps she just got it very much recently, so she kind of treasures it.
Does she ever like put it down on the desk or anything, or?
At the current time, no. Perhaps if you wait some time, it will. Though, as you step right there, even though from this place, you will see the Balgura looking towards your location, even though it doesn't see you, and start sniffing like it catches your sense a little bit.
Damn. With a 35, it can smell me.
Yep. So Barbara will hop down, as I said, it doesn't see you, but it grows suspicious of your movement there, as it has some blind side, kind of. So perhaps you would like to be going away. You can understand that all this is happening pretty much slowly.
Alright.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The dredges, the two creatures that are standing there, don't seem to be caring at all, not being able to see or perceive you. As the Balgura will start moving a little bit towards here. And it will be at this point that the young cultist, the boy, will emerge once more from deep below and will run towards the mistress and start whispering some things in her ear. Brandon, give me a perception check. Perhaps you will be able to hear some of what is being said. All right, that's a nice check. So the boy will start telling her, "My mistress, there are some problems down below. I believe the Demogorgon is not happy with what we did, and he wrote us a message. We need to see it now." The mistress will look insightful and ask, "The stranger, the woman that you came with, why is she not with you? Why did you leave her out of your reach?" And she will take her left arm and cuts the boy by the neck. "This cannot be permitted." And she will leave him down as the boy is frightened and say, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, but she's unable to do something bad. She's very weak and all, so please come to show you. It is much more important for the Demogorgon to..." And it kind of loses its words. It's just a boy, I mean, but it does seem kind of persuasive, and it strongly believes the fact that the Demogorgon is dissatisfied, so it will sound kind of persuasive. She will say, and then look at the guy next to her, say, "So be it." And he will talk in Abyssal to him, as he will nod and start moving. He will take his hands to his mouth, and he will make a whistle, and Sar and Brennan, you will hear a weighing sound like that of a horse, but a bit more ethereal, that is.
Ah.
And he will start watching, and he will look around, and he will speak in the abyssal tongue that you do not understand, but those two dredges will follow him, as will one of the thugs. And they will start going down. Sarah, Brennan, do you want to follow along perhaps, or do you want to stay where you are?
Wait, so they're both going down?
No, not both. The mistress is staying here. The other guy is going down.
The one we thought was going to come down isn't coming down. Instead, the badass black god is. Just not good.
Brayden, seeing that there's more people coming down behind him, and seeing that there's a kid panicked about something, he's gonna put two and two together and make sure that not everybody's okay. So he's gonna follow.
Char
Alright.
will. She's gonna stay up here for now.
So Sarah is gonna stay up there?
For now.
Okay. So, Brandon, Sarah, I'm gonna go back to the other map. You have your token there just to see what is happening, just for the sake of it.
Yep.
So, as we are going back to the other map, it comes back to the conversation that the others were having. As the boy seems to be leading the guy in the abyssal dredges, along with Brennan on the behind, say, let's go this way, it should be faster.
You guys should probably like not stand in the doorway, kind of unlock. Maybe it would be cooler if I sit on the throne. I don't know. What do you guys think?
And the
yeah.
black As Brandon, you can hear what is happening there. Sorry, apologies, need to finish this. And the Blackguard will say to the others, like, be careful. The boy said that the Prince of Demons is displeased. You know what happens whenever he displeased. He demands sacrifices. And by sacrifices, I mean more than the intended ones. You don't want to end up one, I don't want to end up one. And, you know, perhaps I'm safe, but you are not. Hey, boy, I'm talking to you as well. You are not safe from this. You know that. You need to be careful about your words and your actions. We've made the Demogorgon injured. Brennan, as you are that way and you do hear these conversations, you will see right there an orc and a deep gnome are tied to a chain, and you can see the orc is literally biting his left arm off slowly, but it is in much pain.
That's metal as fuck.
Oh.
As so,
Mhm.
Brandon walks by, and as he sees this, and he's still invisible,
Okay.
he puts an arm out onto the orc and says, onto the orc that on his good arm, I guess. Says, calm, my friend. I know you may not see me, but there's more help that's coming. Fear not.
Chuck Dam McFall. You understand it speaks in Orcish, it doesn't understand what you're saying.
Shit.
But perhaps you can reassure him with some words, focusing more on your intent rather than your words themselves. What I mean, that would be hard, so give me a persuasion check. So it clearly does not understand anything that you wanna say to it, but it will be looking around and, well, it's kind of a win scenario for you that what's happening. It will stop biting its armor as it looks around and is attempting to understand who talked to him and what happened, so its attention is further away for the time being.
And seeing that this orc is kind of like looking for him, he'll kind of like walk around to the orc and reach up and put both hands on his shoulders and kind of like lead him to sit down and calm down a little bit.
Okay. At first it will pose some resistance, but then it will understand that it hasn't eaten for days and it's kind of unable to provide the resistance that it is trying for, even though it has some relentless endurance starting to fade.
And he'll pull out a ration and give it to the orc. And
And,
half the ration, he'll share half the ration between the two.
The
Of
gnome
these
will
prisoners.
smile for a moment and say, is it one of us? I haven't heard your voice, but I haven't heard it before, but you're invisible. And I suppose that qualifies. In Gnomis, you do know Gnomis, that's why I'm saying it like that.
And in Gnomish he'll respond, and yes, your friends have sent us your friends send their regards.
Oh my, I should be grateful. It was such an accident. It shouldn't have happened. One of us has already died. I heard
I
they
understand.
burned him alive. Is it
I
true?
understand. There's one dead, yes. I'm sorry, but if you wish to get out of here, you need to work with us and you need to be patient.
All right. Let's make sure that the rest of us live to remember him.
Aye, good lad. Now I need to go, but I'll come back for you.
And as you will see, where's the position, Kaena? Nina?
Get your ass in here on the other side of the door.
Just not just around the doorway, I guess.
Okay, let's go there. Close locked. So you will see first the boy, the light that it produced from torch will be enough to see the way, and he will say, this way. See the sign. It is written off. And you will hear the plate armor echoing through these ways, these corridors. So you will understand that perhaps someone else came instead of the one that you expected.
Who could it be?
And you will also hear in the distance the neighing sound, though you cannot see anything about it.
A quick question for everyone. Would people be wanting to be hiding around the corners of the door or not?
Oh, that was implied. I'm sorry.
Oh no, yeah, okay, because we hadn't rolled stealth.
Oh, I would like to.
Would that,
I would
that be okay,
appreciate a
BG?
stealth check, yeah. You are under the effects of Pass Without Trace, you are just not invisible. Everyone had the spell.
Where's my?
Ooh,
Where is disadvantage?
oh, Kiana, you goddamn, you worthless,
Oh, no.
you burden.
At the very
11.
least, it's an 11 at the very least.
Oh, I could give my inspiration to Kiana.
Alright?
You can roll that to stealth check, Kiana.
I'm not used for as a GM to be granted inspirations, but okay. I'll use it. Wow,
Oh, it's way better.
that's much more like it. It's fine. 12 is the passive perception of the blackguard, so that's way much better from what was before. So Brandon will do a full rush around as this happens, and the boy will rush right here and say, "See for yourselves, the sign, it has depleted itself." The blackguard will say, "And too wise should I believe that it isn't the work of one of these pranksters of the Joker." And as far as you know, the Joker is the god of the gnomes, the main god, that is Garl Glittergold. So you can understand that he is talking about the gnomes. But still, this is a defilement. And as he walks here, he will notice you, obviously surprised, and say, "Oh!" And he will try to grab his sword as initiative.
Get him! Get him!
All right, give me some initiatives.
BG, while this was happening, Brandon was just making a full sweep of the
Yep,
chamber.
Oh, I hadn't clicked my token, BG. I got a
I will
10.
add you. Don't worry.
Oh, Kiana, 2 ones!
Kaina is the best.
At least it wasn't a natural
Oh,
one the
shit.
first time.
Yes, it's a nat one. She has a -1.
Where's Lupo on this?
She
How did
does not have the most optimized build, okay? She's not the right story.
Wow, BG.
That's how I design my characters, okay? I hope there is not a problem with it.
Play
So
for
Juniper-
RP. Kind of
That-
sucks.
This is a good point. Lupa isn't here. She isn't on the map? But I'm pretty sure we brought her with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would assume she's outside the temple waiting for a signal or something because
Oh,
she couldn't go stealthily or she couldn't go as a sacrifice. So yeah, I'm
If I-
assuming
if
she's
I-
outside the temple for the time being.
If only we had a bag of holding, we could have just stuffed her in.
So yeah, Juniper, you're still invisible. Is there anything you want to do for the time being?
Oh, I don't think I am.
Okay, so
No,
you're
she
just
hasn't
gonna wait to see how this will pan out.
She
Yeah,
cast some
Ah.
heals on Nina.
Yeah.
As the boy
Then
will
hands
look at
goes.
Nina and she will say, and he will say, "Now."
He
Don't do
says
it.
after Nina's yelled, "Make him do it!
Thanks,
Get him! Kill
boy."
him!"
Oldvar.
it's cool. It's cool that Nina blessed us before this, right?
Yep, I blessed you. Blessed when
Yep.
the footsteps were coming.
Just making sure. So Akbar's gonna walk up and try and smack this guy with small, bringing it upwards into him.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Shift.
That's
Alright.
true. Everyone loses the
Oh.
invisibility.
Nice hit.
Alright. Oh, what did I do? Oh no, what just happened?
No, it's something else.
Okay.
Don't worry about that.
I'm gonna re-roll that one.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. I'm going insane right now. But, yeah, alright. And he's going to juice it up as well. Because, you know, why not? Sorry. Plus another
That's double
D8.
as well. Yeah, add me a D8. All right,
Alright.
that's a low roll, but still.
Yeah,
18
yeah.
plus 5, 23 points of damage is 23 points of damage, and you can knock him back if you wish as well.
I would actually like to drag him forward into the room.
Okay, here that is.
And because I crit, everyone has advantage on attacks against him, even though we're stealth. But
Mm-hmm.
every single
Okay.
attack.
So to note something, as Nina casted Bless, that means invisibility is down. So Juniper, you will be revealed. Brennan, you will also be revealed right here. And I'll get back to Sar about what is
Yeah,
happening
I
upstairs.
just realized, and I also was conscious that Nina wouldn't know that Saw and Braynon weren't with us.
Nina, what the
Oh
fuck?
no.
Uh-oh.
Oh god!
I'm so sorry. Nina would have no idea that they weren't with us, and also it would have been broken by this dude's dude really quickly. I'm so sorry.
Well,
Okay.
it was nice knowing you.
Oh
Sayonara
god,
for
you
covering.
killed me!
I'm quite worried about
I
Sar.
bet.
Engine door. Dimension, haste out, haste into the room.
Well, let's hold that thoughts for a moment, as we'll see how this will pan out for Sar. But for the time being, we have a fight right here.
Alright, and then I'm going to make my second attack now with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Because I forgot I have 2 attacks.
Okay.
Alright.
That's a hit.
I'll re-roll both of those.
A bit better. Okay.
And then I'm going to action surge since I have advantage. Just get it out of the way. Make 2 more attacks. 17. Alright. And 1 more.
Well, 17 will not hit, unfortunately. since
17
you've
won't
learned-
hit?
Yeah, he has a
Plates?
plate armor.
He's got plates.
Oh my god! That's so true.
Is that with
Alright.
bless?
Oh
by the
wait,
way,
I
that-
have bless. Fuck me. Sorry.
Yes. So the first one will definitely hit, since
Oh, yeah.
even one would make it hit.
Right.
And the second one will hit as well, so that's a lot of damage.
Okay.
So
Sorry
you-
guys, I'm scattered brained right now.
It's okay. A lot of damage coming from Ogvar, bursting all this damage towards the Blackguard, trying to wreck him just in the spur of the moment, not letting him even draw his sword to fight back. As the Blackguard will smile for a moment as blood is drawn out of his mouth as he coughs and say, "I know it, you bastards! I will slay you all and offer you to the Prince of Demons. You will become one with the mind of the Mad Beast." Anything else, Ogvar?
That's my turn.
Okay, Brannon, you are just revealed and right there as the dreads will immediately turn to you, stinging you completely. And yeah, they seem to not like your presence.
Everyone's so racist against elves down here.
Nina!
And even though he still has pass without trace, it doesn't do anything, right?
Yep.
Okay. Oof, what to do? So he's gonna try to just split around and get to the rest of the group. Seeing that they're in here.
Mm-hmm.
And
You can pass through there, indeed.
Yep. I'm just go right here and try to take an attack.
You will
against-
get an opportunity attack by the Dreads and the Thug if you go there. Unless you take a
Uh,
disengage action.
No, I'll take an opportunity.
Alright, so that is one bite attack from that. Give me one moment because I believe there is something wrong with the stat block. No, nothing wrong. It's just a useless creature. I saved. So here you go. A claw attack. Here comes. So, high roll. It doesn't deal that much damage. Oh my! I high rolled
He
everything
lied.
here. It's a d20 plus 2, and that's 2d4s. And that's from the Dreads, as the Thug will take advantage due to pack tactics. You were next to it when it makes the attack. So, here have one Mace Strike. And that's a 5 on the roll, so 13 total points of damage coming at you as you try to run through them to get in a more advantageous position for yourself and closer to your allies. Anything else?
Yes. As he sees that Ogvar is hitting this guy, he's gonna take his short sword out and try to take a quick little slice at
Mhm.
him.
You have advantage against it, so yeah, go at it.
Oh, I have advantage. Okay.
Yes, because Ogvar struck him, and he made a critical strike.
True. Can I reroll?
Yes, do a reroll.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
There we go.
Yeah,
So
right, that's 7 points of damage, that is. So anything else, Brennan?
no, that's gonna be it for now.
As Brennan just races through the Dreads and the Thug, not afraid to get some blows on himself, he will manage to strike the Blackguard with his sword, flanking him completely. But he's still up and he does have a lot of vitality left on him. Nina, it's your turn.
Nina's gonna run out from her little hiding place behind the fire thing. She pulls out a scythe, looks at this dude, and is going to use her cast her curse on him, her umbral curse. So the shadows in the room suddenly cling to him in wispy, heavy trails, and she's going to swipe at him twice with her scythe.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and see what that looks like. That's great. That's a 9 on the first roll. Let me add my. I don't have advantage.
You
Yes, you
can
do.
only get better. You have
Hmm?
advantage because of the how is the
crusher.
shit called?
The crusher, of course,
crusher.
of course. Okay, great. I will roll that again. Let me just add bless onto this because I forgot to enable it. There we go. Oh, so 17 still a miss. Second attack with advantage
That's a hit.
is a 21 for 16. And that is going to be Nina's turn as she digs into him with a scythe.
As of now, the Blackguard is bloodied and not at all happy with how things have went through. But before he gets to act, it is first Locke's turn. Locke, are you with us?
What's up?
It is your turn, right here.
Okay.
The
Where's this
Blackguard is
devil
bloodied
may
as
cry
Locke
music?
approaches.
Ooh, 20 right off the bat.
Yep, that is
That's a lot
a
of
very nice
damage.
strike. Well, I mean, you did roll the highest possible number and the lowest possible number. It fits, I guess. So that's
You have
your plus
advantage
9.
on that second strike as well. Just so you know.
Yep. You had advantage, so give me another one. Yeah, that's another hit. So another 11 points of damage. And he has come to be pretty much low. He doesn't like what is happening to him.
Okay, I'll flurry blows then.
Okay. Okay, one of those two will hit, and the Blackguard will come close to out of breath as he who the hell are you? Are you from the hells? Try to take me? As he clearly cannot hold his sword for much longer, as he just drew it, and you ambushed him with full strength, and he's not very much able to do a lot. And suppose that is your turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have the dredges that will rush right behind you. One of them will come here, and the other one will come here. They play one after another, so I'm just gonna play them together. One will strike with a bite at Ogvar,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one will attempt to claw Brennan. But
Can I use
they are guns.
my reaction on this one when it runs up
Of
to
course.
when it enters?
Do it.
She just swipe out with a scythe past the guy. I think it's got cover from him. Because it's
Yes,
with
a
a
little
range.
bit. But that's
Still,
still hit.
natural 20 still. For a whole, a incredible.
That is
6
not
damage.
correct.
No,
That's
that
not
is-
with
that-
strength. Don't you
that
attack
is-
with charisma?
Yeah, why has it done that?
That
That's
is-
mysterious.
That's +5 then. It's 12 damage because you have +4 charisma and -1
Yeah.
strength, so the difference.
Why has my macro changed? I
No
will look
idea.
into this.
And the dread is bloodied as well. So the blackguard will now be playing, and he will hit his sword into the ground. He will say, "You will pay for this. Even if I die, you will still pay from the others. The two-minded one will not tolerate this." And he will activate his dreadful aspect. So each and every one of you, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
Will do.
Sorry.
Okay, bless you, got it. Oh, I still got advantage on.
Which
but
ones
still-
did you use bless on?
It was on myself, on Locke, and Ogvar. They're the 3 that have got
Hey.
bless.
So I will roll the
Ah.
d4 for Lock. Lock, can you roll the d4? Perhaps you can make it. Yes, barely, but you will make it.
Ooh.
So 13 is the save. So Nina is saving Lock in some kind of way right now from the frightened effect. As
I'm
you
going
all
to,
started to be frightened. Yep, tell me,
Sorry.
Odvar.
I'm going to use my reaction to really quickly just dredge up some good memories, and use my telepathic disturbance on myself to re-roll my d20.
Okay.
We just pop that up so that you guys can actually see it.
Okay. So the boy is scared shitless, while Kaina is holding her thoughts.
So let me just use my saving.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure Shar is also scared shitless right now.
What's she got to
Nope.
be scared of? She's not in initiative right now.
She's
She's
actually
fine.
probably
Alright,
should
Odvar.
be.
That's from the Chronology Wizard, right?
Yep.
Reskinned, obviously, but yeah, still nice. Alright, so you are still not gonna make it, however, still frightened. But yeah, so Juniper, frightened. Ogvar, frightened. Is there anyone else that is frightened? Brennan made the save. No, I believe everyone else is just gonna be fine. The boy. As well. So yeah, as this happens, you will see at that moment momentarily appear. As you will see a horse, but not an ordinary horse, made out of nightmares, with flames instead of bodily fluids inside it emerging, and it will appear out of the ethereal sea right on top of you. It's flying. Actually, it's right here, but I don't want to put the token right there and have everything around. So yeah, I'm gonna just keep it here for the time being. But it is right above you. And we have this thug that is playing, so he will start rushing here. And as he comes to this spot, he will see the kid say, "You will pay for this, kiddo. You will pay for this betrayal." And he will just strike the kid on its face.
My
And the
God.
kid is down. Bam. Well, as I have said for NPCs, they die after one death saving throw failure, so it's unconscious for the time being. And it has a multi attack, so it will make its second attack against Brennan. Huh. Brennan, for some reason, I'm just high rolling my attacks on you. But yeah, another 7 points of damage should be something that your character can get over. As Kaina is the next one to play right after, for she will enable her claws, her huge nails, and will rush at the horse. Since he's very tall, he will just go right behind Nina and attack the horse that is above. Don't want to overcrowd the rest. As he will make 2 attacks. No, we'll make just 1 attack with them. But that is a hit for a small amount, yet pleasurable one of slashing damage. And as I do that, give me 1 moment to see the spells. She will end her turn for the time being. I believe there is no reason to do anything else. Alright. And then it's Juniper once more. You are frightened. You cannot move closer to your source of fear, but you can act nonetheless. In the scenario that you are speaking, Juniper, we cannot hear you.
Nope, I wasn't speaking. I'm just thinking.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna put up symbiotic entity.
Okay.
I think that's all I can do. Is it for me?
All right.
I
And
heard
that
that.
is in a-
I heard the bar doing that shika 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 noise, and I'm like, is my cat doing something? What the fuck is that?
Right. And as we go once more on initiative number 20, the nightmare will use its action to use an ethereal stride, which means that the nightmare and up to 3 willing creatures within 5 feet of it magically enter the ethereal plane. So it will just take the blackguard with him and disappear for the time being, that is. See? And before we continue on this turn, let's go back at the upper floor and see what is going on with Sar at the moment. Let's take a small sneak peek.
Yay!
really,
Shar's gonna die.
So, Sar, as you start going there, staying away from the Balgura to not take any unwanted notice, and you start thinking of ways of trying to make any diversion. What were your thoughts about it? I heard you said setting on fire people if you can, without revealing yourself, perhaps lighting up a torch and using it there. Is that something that you would do?
I was thinking pour one of the alchemist fires on it, but
Mm-hmm. Totally viable. Any preference on which body?
probably it would most likely be one of the orc. Yeah, the orc.
It's funny. The orc on the down floor on the dungeon did the say. I heard they put my friend in flames. So you are putting him in flames. You are fulfilling the prophecy. But indeed, as you do that, a small fire will catch up there. Actually, it will be a pretty big fire at first, but obviously it doesn't have a lot of fuel to burn. But it will be definitely enough to catch the attention of others. And the missiles will speak in common, say, "What is going on? Is this a sign, or is this?" And she just looks at the dungeon, not very happy about what is going on. What would you continue doing?
Did she put the skull down?
Oh no, she's definitely holding the skull. She's not letting it loose. And she will shout towards her, say, "Hey, you, two, check out on the front gates. Make sure nobody is coming and passing that way." And two cultists will move towards there. "You, come with me. Stay by my side. Nobody's here. You need to protect me." And looking at the Quasit, say, "Do you..." In Abyssal, he will ask him a question. And the Quasit will start running around, and it will just start looking behind places like it's playing hide and seek to see if it can find out anyone doing anything. But you're still invisible, as this is clearly a mess, and the warlock is looking around. He will turn to the Balgura and say, "You, big ape, we summoned you from the abyss to fulfill our plans. Can you do anything else other than that?" The Balgura will strike on the ground 3 times. Say, "All right. Find me who did this. Or maybe It is what the child say. The Demogorgon is not happy at us. And she catches the thug by the neck. Say, Demogorgon is not happy with us. You understand that? We shouldn't have burned those ones. Killed those ones, sorry. It's your fault. You were the one that told me that perhaps it would be nice. And for what? Well, I did receive my gift though. But the Demogorgon is mad. And as he says the Demogorgon is mad, boop! Invisibility wore off. And Sarah will be right there. But the warlock doesn't see you for the time being. As the thug will say, Mistress, there. Don't try to stray the conversation away from what I'm saying. It's your own damn fault, I said. Sorry, you have a quick action before anything else takes place.
Alright. Shar will just see she's not invisible anymore.
Yep.
She'll just very calmly walk over to here and fry all 3 of these fuckers. Just
Okay.
crash.
Going high risk and potentially high reward.
I've got nothing
Idiot.
else I can do. 31 damage.
Alright, so I'm gonna roll some dexterity saves. Actually, all of those will fail. I believe the Balgura has magic resistance, but I need to check that out. No, it does not. That's really weird.
It wouldn't matter anyways.
But yeah. Yeah, it doesn't have magic resistance, though it does have lightning resistance,
Doesn't matter
as I can
anyways.
see, but it doesn't matter. Yep.
Yeah.
The magic resistance would matter because it would grant advantage on
Oh,
the
yeah,
save.
yeah. I mean, it would still
But-
fail. Oh,
Yep,
no,
no,
the
that's-
thug was advantage, not the bulk.
Is there anyone in your roll? Yes, so it's 31 points of
Yep,
damage.
31.
Actually, the thug will survive with 1 point of hit HP.
Oh my god.
Definitely that has a lot of shock factor for him, as he will just scream and say, "Who the hell are you? Are you Demogorgons incarnate?" And he
I
will
will-
just crawl back there.
I will then bonus action patient defense.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, I would like you to roll me an initiative as well.
I did. I'm the second to last in the initiative.
Oh,
There's
that's not
nothing
good.
wrong. There's nothing wrong here.
Okay.
Shar actually fucking manages to kill every single one of them somehow.
Well, you did do some very nice amount of damage, and that goes for both the Warlock and the Balgura as well, but they are not ones that will not want to retaliate. So, as this happens, the Warlock will turn to you and say, "You will regret this so much. You will pay and you will serve. You wanted fire? Have fire." And she will cast a wall of fire.
Hmm.
Is that a good
Right.
spell?
Give me one moment. We'll have the token of it.
Not for sure, but good spell.
16, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm still taking 14 fire damage.
Absorb elements.
I don't have absorb element.
Oh,
Okay, let me put that. So it will make it a bit smaller than the original one. So it will make it right here. Let me make it a bit smaller. And it will burn towards the insides of it, so that you get caught in its flames, and in case you stay inside, you will also be hurt. You will have to go outside if you do not want that to happen. So the save, because of the order of the Pact Keeper, is actually 16 exactly, but you make it. 16 is a save. It says 15, but it's 16 because it has a +1. So you get only half of that damage, 14 points of fire damage. As the rest of them, the thug will attempt to just blindly shoot a crossbow bolt with disadvantage, totally missing you, and will continue crawling further away, as the Balgura will take a dash action and stand in front of the mistress, as she will say, if she comes out of this, just slay her. Oh no! Keep her alive. I want to slay her myself. An offering to the Demogorgon, if you may please. As one of the cultists will run that way and will prepare himself as well, as the mistress will turn towards the Fanatic and say, "You, check what is happening down below. They've been missing for too long." And this one will start running towards the other battlefield. As we return towards there, and we have the young cultist, which is screaming in pain, being incapacitated on the ground, and we have Ogvar right next.
Ah. Do. All right. Oh, the other guy's gone. So. I don't have disadvantage, right? Because I can't see the guy.
You cannot, not only you cannot see him, he's in another plane.
Yeah. So I'm not like.
He's not there. You cannot fight him at the point right now.
No, I'm just asking if I have disadvantage on attacks because I can't see.
I believe disadvantage is on the frightened condition lasts as long as you are in line of sight of the target
Alright.
from which you are frightened. Yep,
I'm just making
that's
sure.
correct. So do not have disadvantage.
Hmm. I could do something really bad. Hang on. No, I wouldn't want to do that. So yep, I'm just gonna smack this one that's in front of me. Currently,
Mm-hmm.
can't really do much else. So let me do that. Sorry, it was like all the way up. Does a 26 hit this guy?
Do
Yeah.
you really need to ask that?
Alright.
And as the dredge will immediately perish, some of its essence will be there as it is destroyed. Demonic ichor, as I said earlier.
And I was gonna splish splash into the Icor and take a smack at the other one.
Mm-hmm.
7.
Make sure that you can see this. You are on top of this.
Ah. Well, now it's visible. I don't know if I want to stand on it. So that's 14 on this one.
Okay.
And bonus
That
action.
does also hit, and it will put it very much close to dying.
Mm,
Barely survive.
that's the end of my turn.
Right. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Yep. Alright. Constitution. That's appropriate.
At the bless,
Plus D4.
Bless.
there is a high chance. Oh no, that's not enough. Alright.
There is a high chance. No.
All right. Let's see how that will go.
Yeah, 27 points.
Okay, that's not bad at all, but it's not very much. Here goes. So this effect, actually, it's a buff.
Oh, that's good.
What the
So you can fly for the time being, though these are definitely demon wings.
Yeah. Alright. Yep, that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Uh,
And Brandon, it's your turn.
So Brandon is gonna pull back a little bit and just move to here, and then here. And then he's gonna pull out his longbow and try to take a shot on him, but before he does that, he's gonna attack. He's gonna use Hunter's Mark as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just activate that first, and shoot his longbow on
Hits.
this guy.
Alright, that's some nice amount of damage. So 13 at his place. And any other movement you would like to do, Brennan?
For now, no. He's actually he's gonna just take a quick look around, and then, as he is running past Nina, he's gonna, like, quickly say to her, "What? Anybody have eyes on Shard?" And then,
No, did she come? Was she here with you?
no.
Nina.
And Nina will glance around and again note the absence of lightning in this fight so far and say, she might be somewhere else in the dungeon. And
then you probably hear the sound of lightning coming from upstairs.
I don't know if
I
we can
confirm that.
hear. Okay, then we do hear lightning from far away. I think she's still upstairs, guys. She says as she walks forward and is gonna thwack this. Actually, will swipe 2 swipes of her scythe at the thug-looking dude.
Okay.
A little bit confused as to why where the Black Guard and his friend have gone and his horse have gone. And then will hit the Dretch with the butt of her, with the blunt side of her
The second
scythe.
strike will seal the deal. However, at this point, I will roll the d20 for the child. And the child is also dead.
Ooh.
Mm,
Yay! We don't have to deal with him.
Oh no, the blunt scythe was for the Dretch, not the child. I wasn't going to coup de grace the kid.
Yes, but the child is also dead
But
due
for
to
another
failed
death
death
save
save.
throw.
Yeah.
I
Dretch is
have
also
no
dead
heals to
and
help.
will disappear.
well, good news.
Does anybody know we should go find Shard? We should. I don't know where the horse and the dude have gone, but we should go and find Shard. Juniper, you know, I'm not looking at the kid. She says she's gonna hop over this pile of gear.
And Brayden is gonna start running right after her.
I don't think the kid's alive, you guys. And that's her turn.
Okay. Alright.
Wait, we're never mind,
So-
actually.
There is the cult fanatic that has just come to the bottom level and will take a dash action and will reach up till here. And it will start hearing you, Nina. He's below there. And look, the targets around you are dead, and there are 2 of them, the one that you did hit the previous turn along with its horse, they have disappeared from plain sight, lurking somewhere on the ethereal plane. What do you want to do?
Well, fucking go somewhere.
Mm,
Any action?
I don't fucking see anything, so I'm just gonna go upstairs, however long that takes me.
Okay, so you can take the dash, I suppose.
Yeah, where's this? Where am I going at?
The bottom left of the map. It can go both ways, from the left or from the bottom.
Okay.
You did hear some footsteps from the bottom, like someone is coming.
All right, 45. So that's my full movement. All right. Well, we'll do my bonus action. What the fuck's not working? Okay, cool. I'll do Step of the Wind then. 15, 20, 25, 30. Ah, good. Look at that.
Made it. And you still have your action, I suppose.
Yeah. So I got 2 attacks.
Right. That's really nice. Both of those will hit for 20 total of damage, as the cult fanatic will be bloodied and not liking how fast you came at him and struck him twice, even before he understood what is happening. She will say, "Your journey ends here." Oh, stop! As he doesn't like the hits that just strike him.
Mm.
You end your turn, I suppose?
Yeah.
All
He's
right.
like, stop it! You're being so mean. Stop it!
Okay, so it's the turn of here, Thug here. So this one is dead. So Kaena is the next one to act, who will walk up till here and say, "Beware! He will appear any time now. We need to be prepared to strike him down at once." As Juniper, you get to act.
Whoa.
Wait, what about Shar?
I did play for a full turn previously on the other side. I'm gonna play another full turn soon enough on initiative 20. This
Alright.
has a
And I'm gonna
casting
move
time of
down.
1 minute. You can start casting it, but you cannot cast it instantly.
That's okay. Wait, that's like, is that 10
That's
rounds?
10
10
turns.
rounds.
10 rounds.
Okay, then never mind. I'm dashing.
An interesting fun fact for the future, perhaps. The Bloodstone, the item, even if you tie the animated dead to it, you can cast it as an action from it. That's an interesting interaction. Perhaps
true.
think about it in the future. So check your dash, of course.
I think that's as far as I can go.
Yep. Okay. Now we're back at 20. So the nightmare will take a held action to show itself. As it positions itself close to you, you can feel the stride of it, the ethereal one, all around you. And I'm gonna go back on the upper floor for one moment. As the Warlock of the Fiend did cast the Ring of Fire all around you, and you are not very much happy about the things that are happening, but you will be one soon yet to act. So give me your action, sir.
Shar is going to
Your turn.
action. Shar is going to action dodge.
Okay.
She will come over here. So I will get a. Let's see. A dexterity saving throw.
For the Wall of Fire, you mean?
Yes. Oh, that's a 5.
Actually, don't worry about it because it does not require a saving throw if you pass right through it. It demands a saving throw if you stay in the middle of it, for example, or something
Ah.
like this. Let me link you the spell. So the dexterity
Enters the
saving
wall
throw
the
is only
first-
for the initial one.
Okay.
And you do not get the damage because you took it when it appeared. You just passed through to the side.
Okay.
But-
Okay.
You actually cannot go in a lot of ways from there, so they kind of succeeded in what they wanted to do, to flank you there.
All right. Hmm. Give me a second.
Gonna get a quick and lightning bolt.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm gonna
Good-
spend 2 sorcery points to get a quickened lightning bolt.
Mm-hmm.
So that is 30 damage.
30 damage, okay. And it hits the Balgura and the Warlock, right?
Yes. Just
Okay. So
Here
let's
then.
make some deck saves. The Balgura is gonna make it this time, unfortunately for you. It still will become blooded, suffering a lot from this, and the Warlock of the Fiend especially is gonna get a lot down and rough, as he will say, all right, you are gonna die now. And she will point a finger towards you. But it's still your turn.
Ooh.
Char's gonna be behind this thing. Does she
Okay.
make a concentration check on the wall of fire?
Let me make one. You're right about this. The DC is 15 for her, since she
Yep.
took 30 damage. She's gonna make it, actually. The wall of fire will remain there. As
You know,
will-
yeah,
the
Shar's gonna
Balgura
come
will
back up to here. That way, the
Mhm.
wall of fire is between like her and this lady, so she
Mhm.
can't see Shar.
Hey, you know what? She's quite clever, and she's quite enraged at what is happening. So she will just drop concentration. That's free as an action, so it will just allow the Balgura to rush through you. Moving around as this happens. So it has a climbing speed, so it will just go on the walls and will attempt to catch you. It has 3 attacks. The first attack will be an attempt to catch you, so give me an athletics or acrobatics.
Alrighty then. Let's see. Athletics or acrobatics. 11.
So that means it actually catches you. You are grappled by it.
I'm going
And it-
to magical guidance.
What? Oh my
Go,
I
you roll it.
spend 1 sorcery point to reroll that. I'm probably not going to succeed, but god damn it, I'm going to try.
That's the spirit,
Oh,
right? It's okay. You did try. I will grant you an inspiration. Think if you want to use it or if you want to keep it. There are a lot of things that are happening around. You took
Oh,
the brave path.
Wait,
So,
since
yeah.
I have the dodge action, did it have disadvantage on that?
Nope, but I believe you did take the advantage. No, it is on attack rolls and dexterity saving throws, so no advantage on that. So Balgura will drag you here. The second strike, it will attempt to shove you down to make you prone. So give me another acrobatics or athletics.
Uh, 6.
And you are prone on the ground as it will attempt to bite you with advantage.
I should have dodged. Yeah,
You have
that
dodged,
is-
so it's the 18. It's the
Yeah,
first
that,
roll.
that is my AC.
Okay, so here. Oh, it's a very much low roll. So only 4 points of damage. As who's next? Okay, so we have the cultist next. One moment, because I did have a problem with the initiatives. Who will just come closer to you and will attempt to stab you with a scimitar. With advantage, that is.
That will
And
hit,
you
yes.
will go for another 4 points of slashing damage.
Like,
The thug will not do anything. He will just take cover, not wanting to get hit by another lightning bolt. And then the Warlock of the Field will utter some words in Abyssal first, as you see a dark beam forming in your arm. It will say, "Perhaps in the afterlife you will obey us." Let's cut the scene as we go to the others.
Oh, fuck off.
And we have, this one is dead. Ogvar, you are the next one playing. You can sense the nightmare being close to you, ready to show itself.
So I can feel it nearby.
It
alright.
is close, but it has not appeared yet. Perhaps you can hold an action to attack
Yeah.
if it appears, or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I'll hold up my action to hang on. Actually, let me see what spells I have. Sorry. Fuck. Oh my god. Fuck me. Sorry. Oh, whoa. Actually, how high off the ground was it flying when it was here?
5 feet, just straight above you, because it wanted to be right next to the blackguard to take him away.
Alrighty, I'll stick. I'll stick here and just hold my action to swing once I see hopefully the blackguard, but whatever.
Okay. Brennan?
Brandon is going to move over to here. And then down to here. And then looking both ways, he's gonna say, "There's some captives over this way," and then just start to move down this hall.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And that's it for now. Actually, he's gonna take a dash action. Actually, sorry. And then just move an extra 20 feet. And that's it for now.
Okay. Nina.
Nina is, in response to Brandon talking about the captives, will simply yell, "I don't care about the captives. Shara's like upstairs by herself, Brandon. I'm going goodbye," and we'll start running. We'll use our action to go 30 feet to here. We'll see this guy in the doorway and is going to use her bonus action to Misty Step. She'll Misty Step to behind him, to that to the doorway behind him.
It's open. You can do that.
Yep. And will, when she disappears and reappears in tendrils of shadow, she rake her scythe against this guy's back in an attempt to down his wounded, bloodied form. Let's see, 5 slashing damage on the first strike, and 13 on the second if a 15 hits.
The second will seal the job.
Yeah. Great. And that is going to be her turn. She finishes. Actually, she's going to use her reaction to, from its corpse, a vague spectral shadow will lift up and stand over it. She's going to summon her spectre. Her shadow.
Aren't you only able to do that to people you've cursed?
That's a good question. Let me double check. I think you might be right. Nope.
Ah, cool.
I believe you can just summon
anyone.
it whenever you want.
Yep. Whenever I kill a humanoid.
Oh, that must have changed
Whenever I
because
slay a
I remember.
humanoid.
Cause I remember playing a hexblade and I got really mad at that.
Okay.
I'll double
worry.
check on my sheet. It says I don't need. It just
I
needs to
also
be
played during
humanoid.
Tomb of Annihilation, so the DM ruled that their soul.
Oh, you play the weird setting. I can tell that. No, it
Yeah,
doesn't have
so-
to.
So I wasn't able to do it even if I like did it, because like the DM ruled, oh, the soul goes to the soulmonger and not you.
Okay, but I just double checked it. You do not have to curse it beforehand. So yeah, it totally works. You have a spectre under your commands, Nina.
Great. And that's Nina's turn. That's Nina's
Alright.
turn. We'll roll
And
initiative
as-
for it, which I will.
As you go right next to Locke and get the kill of that target, you just immediately raise the spectre, being in a rush, in order to help Sar. As you can see, the conditions right here are kind of in control in regards to the Blackguard, but one of your party still remains upward. And Locke, it is your turn.
Alright. So there's apparently some stairs over here, huh?
It's on the bottom left, as I said. Yep.
Cool. 5, 10. So I'm going to move into Nina's space just because we need to get the fuck upstairs. Alright. Let me do some quick fucking math. 5 plus 45 plus 45 is 125. 125 divided by 2 is 62. What an odd fucking number. Alright, so I'm going to run in Nina space. I'm going to pick her up in a fireman's carry, and I'm going to movement, key point dash, and then action further movement for all of my movement halved to 60 feet.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
here we go, Log Chariot.
And that's 60.
So, Locke, in an impressive rush of adrenaline, will grab Nina by the arm and start rushing, understanding that time is of the essence, and perhaps you do not have a lot of time left before Star. But meanwhile, on the upper side of the room, where the nightmare disappeared with Blackguard, the held action will occur, and they will show themselves, appearing one after another.
Uh-huh.
You guys will be
Wait, and-
fine.
Immediately, the nightmare gives its held action to show itself, and the Blackguard does a held attack with a blinding smite, as you can see his sword shining.
Of
So
course.
have at it.
That hits.
That hits, so that is 14 slashing plus 3d8 radiant damage. So you will get 28 points of damage, and you need to make a con save.
Save. Skills. Boom.
Unfortunately, you will not be blinded, as it is the Blackguard's turn right now. It begins, and he will use his multi attack straight
Do I
all
get
on
my held
you.
action?
Team, what?
Do I get my held action to attack?
Yes, of course, go for it. Perhaps you can even knock him down if you high roll.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
It would be interesting because it has 3 attacks for next.
But I'm still frightened, so this is a
Disadvantage, yes.
I don't know how to do the macro for disadvantage on roll 20.
Okay, just roll 2 attacks.
It
Well,
doesn't hit.
the first one misses. So yeah,
It
let's
just
go.
doesn't hit.
3 strikes at you. Oh my! What did I even roll?
Ha
So-
ha ha ha!
So
And I
that-
have no reaction, so this is all gonna hit me.
Okay, it's actually going pretty okay up till now, low rolls. So 17 plus 11, 28, and the last one is the normal. 8. You are alive! You are still up.
36 slashing damage.
Yes, you are actually up 36 points of damage and you have 38 health. So you will go just all out in an attempt to shed some blood and take some vengeance with him to the grave, because he understands that he is going to the grave. He doesn't expect to survive this encounter, and he, like, strike after strike, he hits you with his longsword. Why? Second strike, warned you. Third strike, go down, and you're still up and surviving this, as Kaena will immediately try to rush through those, making some an athletics check to try to pass, and she will be able to. She will go right behind Ogvar. That is a bonus action, and as it goes right behind you, she will cast a Cure Wounds at 2nd level to you for 15 hit points. Because she is a life domain cleric, it does heal for a bit more than normal.
Thank you.
It's all macroed, so no need to add anything more. And Ogvar, as you will regain the strength of the power of Kaena, you are Juniper. You might become envious, but you're the next one to act.
I am such a shit person. I'm gonna turn around. This is so bad.
Help me! I'm kidding, just do it.
So what are you gonna do, Juniper?
I guess I'm gonna do Wither and Bloom.
Yes, he is very low. Perhaps you can make it. 2 birds with 1 stone, that is.
Wither and Bloom Diana
Right.
out of jealousy.
So I have exactly 8 hit points, which means if I fail the save, I die.
Oh, thank God.
Mm.
But that is a low roll. So let's see. Con save. I'm good at con saves. I have a +4. It's decent. But I do fail. And
Thank God. I'm not a shitty girlfriend.
so, how exactly would you describe the effect of Wither and Bloom, Juniper?
Oh man. Maybe just. You know I'm shit about this.
I know, but you can try. You can do this. I believe in you.
You withers and
Um,
blooms.
I'm shit about this. Oh, I know, but
I mean, if it was a written speech, I'm sure you would nail it. Ah, it's okay. No worries about it. It's okay.
You see basically like vines creeping from the floor, slowly like engulfing him and like strangling the life out of him.
Mm.
Mm.
And right after that,
Withers and blooms.
Ogvar, you can get healed by that as well.
Oh,
You can roll up to 2 hit dice.
2 hit dice. I'll
Yes.
do both of those.
Yes, plus Juniper spellcasting modifier, so it's actually very decent heal. Very much efficient.
I do not have
Maybe I can hold on.
I don't know how to do this. Sorry. No. I got you. Okay.
He dies like a short rest. Short. So that's 15 plus. What is your wisdom modifiers, Juniper?
A +4.
Plus 4. So that's 15 plus 4, 19 hit points as all the girls are healing Ogvar all around him. So, yeah.
Oh shoot! Hold on.
Yep. And as this happens and this fails, back at the upper floor, we don't know what is going to happen, for we will call this session right now at this cliffhanger.
Ooh.
This is so bad.
Expecting
Oh
to
my
see.
god.
I'm so close to those stairs. Look, God, it's so
But I'm
close.
gonna say this. I'm not really baiting you. It's clearly a finger of death that is coming.
It's absolutely.
Oh my
as soon as-
god.
As soon as it pointed a finger, I was like,
Wait, she has finger of death?
Well, Warlock of the Fiend stat block. It's funny.
Oh,
It's one of the deadliest CR7 creatures.
oh my God, I'm horrified. I
She
don't.
has
gosh.
a 7th level spell?
If she casts it as soon as this next turn happens, it's up to the dice. I think unless Shar can tank it. Oh wait. Does it have to reduce? Is it disintegrate? Does it have to
No,
go to
it-
0?
Yeah,
Or does it
yeah.
have to
It
kill
doesn't
you?
have to go to 0. It has to
It
kill.
has to kill.
Immediately
Oh,
kill.
okay.
It's okay.
That's
It's far
marginally less
safer.
stressful. It's marginally less stressful.
It still is very much painful. So chances say that in an average roll, if you make the save, you might even be conscious. In a high roll, if you fail the save, you might die. That's how it's gonna go in this
Ugh.
scenario. But we'll
This
see
is-
about this. A lot of
this-
things can happen. Some people are coming upstairs as well. You know.
That's-
Shar
Matt?
it's impossible for Shar to make this. Because it is a 78 plus 30 spell. I have
Yes, but it
32
needs to kill you.
HP.
Well,
Yes, but you need to die from it, not to be reduced to 0. To die
Yes,
immediately, you need to go to minus your health. You're pretty
Or-
much safe. Don't
or-
worry that much about
or
instantly
plus bug-
killed.
bug
Worry
or
more
to
about being
mush you.
down on the ground.
Yeah, I'm
and
more worried
unconscious.
about the Balgura tearing my head off.
A lot of things
no.
happening.
You
It
should be
has-
worried about that, and then you're failing your death saves from the finger of death. That's the
Oh my
concern.
gosh.
That's the
No,
real
'cause-
worry.
Because the way it's gonna work is like as soon as it goes up there, it's gonna be she casts the finger of death, I fail it, and then the Balgura just pops my head off like a Ken doll.
We can only hope.
Well, this session did go unexpected in a lot of ways, but I cannot say
God
that I
damn
did
it,
not
Nina,
appreciate
you've
the
killed
combat.
me.
Why did you stay upstairs? I was yelling like internally. Why did Brayden and Shah stay upstairs? But Brayden went downstairs at least. man was
I
just
saw that
supposed
thing, I was
to
like, yeah, no,
make
fuck
that.
this. I'm not doing this without the rest of the party. I'm going downstairs. and
I
just
knew that
creeping
as soon
behind
as I
this
said
knight.
I'm gonna stay here, that I was fucked.
But it was
like,
really interesting, I will say. I really appreciate the turn on events that you did go for a sneaky way going down in the dungeon instead of just straight forward going for a slaughterfest. It was really cool and I appreciate it. It just makes the session a lot better.
What makes me feel worse, the worst of everything, and I think you'll understand, William. I think you'll I think you'll I don't think you'll be annoyed by it, but it's that if Shah does die, Nina's not going to take the blame. she's gonna refuse to take that blame.
What are you doing? I mean, I guess you could blame Juniper. She's the one who brought.
She will,
most of it
she will.
down.
She will. Thank you for the offer, Cat. She will. She'll
She's gonna blame
Juniper.
Shar.
Yeah. Well, no, you can't blame the dead. Someone's got to shoulder the guilt, and the dead aren't guilty. It'll be Juniper's strong. She can take it. She hasn't got anything on her plate. Oh my god.
She doesn't
I'm-
have Can
No,
I get a
she's-
backup sheet, please?
God, I've been sweating for like 20 minutes. Well,
Oh
no,
my
for like an
God.
hour and a half.
BG, can I
Will,
get
you
a
can have one
backup
of my
sheet?
backup sheets. I got like 15.
Does it come with the character art? Oh, it's Charlie. Six,
I'm
It
gonna,
comes
you know
with,
what?
15
gonna-
of
frame
my 46
photos.
characters.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna play my fiend warlock lawyer boy.
Hmm,
I
that's
play
very
a
much
lawyer.
possible.
It's pretty fun.
My
Hey,
pirate captain who makes he would raid other pirate ships and then like kill half the crew and force the others to make a pact with the Hells.
Well,
Huh.
thank you for the session, BG. I gotta go back to work. Sadly, it was a great session. Thank you all.
Oh yeah, this is fantastic. Oh.
Thank you for forgiving me, William, as well. Thank you for forgiving me.
I
No worries.
don't, but
I'm really looking
Thank you for
forward to the next
forgiving
one,
me.
guys. I'll see you around.
Yeah, see you all in Never.